Hey there, guys. It's Kellen from AncientGeekMyths, and I'm here with Levi.
So.
And Josh.
What if the sky was purple?
That would be amazing. Anyway, so this is our first podcast that we're going into, and I'm going to start with the classic. We'll go in order. Levi, what have you been playing and or watching this week? We're just doing.
Your mom.
Number one on the counter, guys.
Okay, so I've been playing Overwatch, which is probably not very surprising to anybody on the internet.
Guys, nobody's played this game before. It's very obscure. It's an indie company.
Well, Kellen still hasn't bought it.
Well, okay, here, you want to know something funny? I actually didn't, I legit didn't know what it was a week and a half ago. I swear, I knew it when my brother showed me a video about it, and then I knew it a couple days later when Levi showed it to me, and other than that, I had never heard of it.
It's a pretty fun
game.
game.
The animated shorts are actually really awesome.
I
really want them to make a movie, as does like 90% of the online community.
I would like to point
Disney quality.
Yeah, I would like to point out though, I don't prefer the game, but the animations for Battleborn I liked more because they were that kind of old Cartoon Network kind of style. But
the thing is, the graphics seem like they're worse than Borderlands.
They're basically it's the exact same engine they use for Borderlands. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's just like on newer consoles playing it, it just looks worse because new consoles.
I don't know. If you can't tell, we're not the biggest Battlefield fans. It was stomped by the giant that is Blizzard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you've been watching anything else?
I watched Gargantua.
Oh, that's a good one. I love that one.
Yeah, definitely a lot of.
I'm not familiar with that.
That's anime, by the way.
Yeah, it's probably not a super popular anime, especially in America.
It's really good though.
Yeah.
Basically,
it's got plenty of waifu bait.
It's also it's got mechs, post-apocalypse Earth, giant creatures, pirates.
Yeah, it has pretty much every
giant cannons that used to be elevators.
It has pretty much everything that would make an anime.
And it goes together really well. The animation's really good too. It's a much newer style of animation.
I'm actually a really big fan of like the super colorful, kind of shiny anime.
Yeah.
Like
I know that Josh
Game
is
is
more
Life,
into
Game is Love.
Game is Life.
No game, no life is what I'm talking about.
Shrek is love.
Stop it. Anyway, anything else?
That video. Okay.
No, Connor.
Really quick.
So I guess it's not anime, but the other thing I was watching is Futurama.
That can fall into other. It's still kind of nerdy.
I guess it's nerdy. I mean, I feel like
it's kind of mainstream now.
I just watched like 3 seasons in a row, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and all 3 are
I'm
really
pretty sure
awesome.
that is internet culture, just binge watching.
Yeah.
Question: do you know the studio that did the Gargantuan?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But no, actually, that's a good segue.
I mean,
I can look it up. Josh, you talk about what you were playing and or watching this week.
All right. Let's see. My last week. Well, since it's high school graduation week, I have had very little time, and what time I have had has been spent almost exclusively watching anime. Most of it really old, which
talk about it.
So one of them.
Like, okay, when we say old, we mean old for anime, so like 90s, 80s.
Yeah, my favorite era is the 90s. I love Cowboy Bebop.
What's the full title of that anime?
Cowboy
Gargantua.
It's something of Gargantua.
Yeah.
Gargantua anime.
Yeah.
Continue.
Anyway, what I've been watching recently that I've never watched before is a show from 2004 by Studio Madhouse known as Monster, which is a really obscure title, I guess. It's okay. So what? It's really irritating because what it is it's this fantastic anime. It's actually one of the best I've ever seen. It's this like I kind of want to get into the premise of it because it's really, really well done, but that would involve spoilers for the first 4 episodes. But it's a 74 episode series, so is that okay?
Should we put a may contain spoilers?
Yes, but before we do, I will go through all the companies that worked on that anime of Gargantua on the Veritas planet. It's Production IG,
Ha! That's a good. That's a
Good
good
Smile Company, Nitro Plus, Bandai Visual,
Mm.
Bushy Road. That
Yeah.
sounds
Production.
Bushy Road, huh?
Atlantis and
Sounds like your mom.
Euromil. How the hell do you say that? Yamiri offended so many people with that one pronunciation. TV Enterprise. So
The one I was looking for was the animation studio.
Yeah.
So that's Production IG. That's
Yep.
that's never a bad thing.
it's like,
That's
can I point
that's-
out?
I
But
don't know the
Kill la
creators
Kill.
of any anime. I just watch them.
can I point
I
out?
just work here.
Can I point out anything by Funimation is pretty much guaranteed to be good.
Funimation's a publisher.
I know, but they publish good stuff.
Oh yeah, they publish great
And
stuff.
also, I
And you
also love the flashing different images. And then you should be watching.
yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, Satan.
But yeah, the
I like the you should be watching thing almost as much as the snack that smiles back.
the snack that smiles back.
That's such a weird transition.
Anyway.
Anyway,
back
guys.
To, back to Monster.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah. Okay. So this
Don't say we didn't warn you.
this is spoilers, but it's only
Stop
for,
interrupting Josh! God!
So this is just the first 4-ish episodes. So what it is it follows this prodigal. That's not the right word. This really good neurosurgeon in Japan, or not in Japan, in Germany. He's a Japanese neurosurgeon. He's a Japanese neurosurgeon living in
Stop
19
interrupting Josh, man.
in
I know I
19
already made the joke.
Keep
but
pretending to
stop
sleep. So
in 1990s Germany, right after the Berlin Wall fell, and it starts actually before that. But so what it is he is given the choice to either follow orders and save a influential city official, or he can save this child who had been shot in the head, and he decides to save the child. And
good
you know,
choice.
he basically throws his entire career away because that city official was part of the people who were going to fund the hospital he worked at, and
Did
his
the
life
child
just
grow up
goes.
to be a disappointment.
The child, what was that?
Did the child grow up to be a disappointment in
The
his eyes?
child. Okay, this is where the spoilers come in. The child. It turns out 10 years later, he's confronted by this child again, and it turns out the child grew up to be a serial killer.
Oh,
And the entire show is about.
great thing to throw away your life for.
Yeah, and the entire show is about this.
Don't save
sur-
children. That's
sur-
the premise of the show.
But the entire
kids get shot.
show is about.
We don't
this-
actually think that, by the way.
But the entire show is about him trying to find this guy again, and that's about as
So he can
far
kill
as
him.
I'm going to go into it. I'm about at episode
Yeah,
40 at this point, but it's
pretty good.
Wow, you have
incredible.
been binge watching it, haven't you?
Yeah, I watched about 40 episodes over the course of 2 weeks.
That's not that much binge watching.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I've
watched
also
40
been-
episodes in a night.
When
before,
you're a
so.
senior and you have a lot to do, that's quite a
Yeah,
bit. of
yeah.
I
binge
guess,
watching.
yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, so that's also the other thing I've been watching is what was it? Damn it, I can't remember.
Alright, well, I guess what you think, I'll go on to mine. I have been playing a lot of Fallout, because mods are fantastic.
That's pretty much the
Consoles.
only game he plays.
No, that's not true. Actually, I just bought GTA 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been playing that
How long
recently.
is it going to take for you to play that after, making like
The
your first
online,
character?
the online before I switched to next gen, I played a lot because the online's really fun. They just actually, I guess this is news. I'll just do this now, since we're talking about it. They just they released a patch, or I guess whatever you want to call it, for GTA 5, where you can do legitimate business now.
Huh?
You can buy okay, I say legitimate. You can do corrupt business.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
Yeah, basically you can buy like a company.
It's a
You can-
legit
Yeah.
business.
But you can fund a
function.
company and then you buy like crates of things and you have to get them from from where the drop-off point to the warehouse. But when you do, you're notified. Everyone's notified that you're moving it, and if you go and destroy someone else's thing, you get a lot of money for it. So it's kind of like, I don't know. what you
So it
call
adds.
It's
it
like a
adds
mafia
little.
business.
It adds a little depth that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
That's
remembered the other
kinda
thing.
And you can get a bunch of money. You have to have like $1 million to start a company. It's like getting a house in GTA, like a flat. Then again, those flats are really nice. Like I have one at my guy. It's not even the most expensive one in the basic game, and it's really nice. It's not that big. Like it's got a bedroom, a giant walk-in closet. It's like probably the size about like.
Your mom.
Damn it! It's probably like my in total floor space is a bit bigger. Like take my house and put a half onto it, and it's that total space on 2 floors.
Your actual house or your Fallout house?
Well, his Fallout house pretty much is his actual house by now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you say this, but it's really true. I'm
not joking.
Yeah. I am very addicted to Fallout, guys. I have a problem. The settlement system is amazing. I probably would be getting a bit bored of Fallout by now, even with mods. But the settlement system, I have created forts to withstand so many fun
In
battles.
case you're wondering, yes, he does play a lot of Minecraft.
Not anymore, really.
Because
Fallout,
you're playing Fallout.
yeah, Fallout has consumed that. Okay, people.
It's fulfilled his lust for building things.
Okay, I say this
without actually building things in real life.
Now, can I say this? Can I say that this isn't that? You guys say this as if it's a bad thing. Levi, you play games where you just kill. I play games where you create things. At least I'm being productive in the game world, not just murdering.
I played a lot of Project Spark.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I would have played a ton of Project Spark, but Fallout came out about the same time. I got my Xbox One. I was like, I could play Project Spark and make a game, or I can play a game, and that's a bit more fun when you're creating. I have to be honest, Project Spark wasn't quite what I thought it would be.
yeah.
The controls are a bit messy, but then again, that's
Project Spark.
it's a lot better than just designing a game.
It reminds me of. Does anybody remember back, like way early 360 when the Xbox Indie Marketplace had first come out? Does anybody remember Kodu?
Yeah, Code's on computer. That's what it's highly based on.
Yeah, I noticed.
Also, by the way, disclaimer. I think this happened kind of recently. I think it's Team Dakota disbanded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're done.
They're the
They're
people
not
who did
making
Project
games
Spark. They're not making games anymore. Project Spark, no patches on it.
So that
Which made me really
update
sad.
I was waiting to finally make it so that you could, use multiplayer and build. Like they made this huge thing about build worlds with your friends. Oh, turns out that it doesn't really work that well, and most people can't figure out how to actually play with your friends.
The
And we're not
servers
going to fix it because we're disbanding our group.
The servers
Have
are
fun.
terrible for it. It's like trying to go back and playing like the first CS. Actually, I say that I don't know that can be. It's like trying to go back and find somebody who still gives a crap about playing Fallout, Halo 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah.
there's probably a ton of people who would want to if the servers were still up.
Yeah.
but and the
But-
Master Chief Collection servers don't
Yeah.
exactly count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying original.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why I didn't just say Halo 1. But
Well, Halo CE didn't have online multiplayer, so
Didn't it?
they're really no. I mean, there was for the PC version, but let's be honest,
was there?
nobody.
Wait,
The Halo 1 and 2 had PC versions.
really? I don't remember this. I remember
They didn't become Xbox exclusive until the 360 era.
I remember there being like a source engine kind of thing for the original games. I remember, or like there was like the original dev pack for Halo.
Yeah,
Mongooses were like thought of before Halo 1 was released, but they just didn't implement them until Halo.
They tried
Mongoose.
to give Mongoose to the military. That didn't work out.
No point. It's basically just like a more military four-wheeler.
Yeah.
Either way,
It's super easy
but
to
it's
flip.
kind of easy. Yeah, and there's it's basically a big hole all over there, and it's very easy to get shot.
Oh, you mean the Warthog? Is that what we're trying to talk about?
Yeah.
The Warthog is not defendable at all. It's terrible for military.
Hey, military, use this. They're like,
Nah.
nah.
There's one way they could fix that. Just put winged doors where those are, and some sort of fortification against
yeah,
the target.
I
it
I'm
makes
sure the
sense.
military
No,
has better.
it
vehicles.
makes sense for Spartans because they're in armor,
Yeah.
and it's like, why spend the money putting armor on this when we can just make Spartan armor?
yeah, but
And
the
it makes the
problem
Warthogs
is
cheaper to make.
in Halo CE, the in the original game, there's really only one Spartan.
Yeah.
You know.
Or, no, that's not actually. Well, it is for like
You
the
don't really
gameplay.
see
but
Yes,
other
but
Spartans.
even at
you
that
don't see other
time-
Spartans in the first Halo.
Well, yeah, and even then, Spartans were not. I mean, yeah, there was
Yeah.
the Spartan 3 program that we've seen in Reach and stuff,
Yeah.
but still, the Spartans were the huge minority.
Mhm.
And by huge, I mean like literally.
But if you
dinky-ass
think about it,
minority.
the Pillar of Autumn came from Reach, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but still,
Because-
there was only like a couple squads of Spartans stationed on the Reach.
Have
weren't
you
there?
played that
Yeah.
last level, man?
Yes, I
There
have.
are so many good Spartans. There's like,
You're right.
there's like, I don't know how to count, but there's probably more than 50 dead Spartans.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right.
But
yeah,
that was at the point where everybody was dying, and it was just like a full scale invasion. Like at the
Wait.
original point, there's just like squads that they send out, like normal
By the way,
military.
You know, I never thought of. You retake that one giant array system in like the first mission. Why didn't Reach call for help?
Mm.
Wait,
They
sorry,
got-
sorry, what was
They
your
got rid
question?
of the jammer on the main array in the first level of, and they repaired the first array in the first mission, and the team goes in
In
after
Reach?
repair. Yeah. Why did they not call for help? Because the UNSC has slip space technology too.
Mhm.
Actually, they could have literally just sent. They're like, oh, that one super carrier. Just launch a saber from the other side of the planet.
Yeah,
You're good.
Yeah,
probably a little bit more complicated than that.
it's funny. I don't remember very much about the Reach campaign at all. The thing is, I
I loved it.
I
Diehard Reach fan over here.
yeah,
I do like Halo 5 though. Sorry to interrupt you again, but the
Oh.
multiplayer is fantastic.
I'm okay. I don't hate the anything like okay. So I haven't truly enjoyed a Halo campaign since ODST.
Oh, here comes the hate.
No, I'm not. I don't.
I'm talking about on the YouTube comments.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're not gonna like you.
Either they're gonna love him as like a champion, or
Uh.
they're gonna hate his guts.
who
I
cares?
like pretty much all Halo games.
Well,
I
okay.
didn't like the campaign of 4 that much. The
Isn't it
campaign
great
of
how
5
it
was a
can
bit
be like-
slow.
Okay, here's
People are like,
here.
Killzone's better, Halo's better, and then if you agree on
Wait,
Halo
wait.
being better,
The first
Well,
one's a
then-
lie. Nobody thinks Killzone's better.
PlayStation fans,
They're lying.
because
to
they don't
themselves.
have Halo, so they have to be like, well, yeah, Killzone's better.
I've actually never seen that argument. Normally, what they do is they try to bring up something that is complete, like not even a shooter. Like they'll because the thing is right now, if you were to choose the face of PlayStation, it isn't the Killzone franchise. It's
Yeah,
more
no.
like The Last
Ratchet
of
and
Us and Ratchet and Clank,
yeah.
which are neither one of them are strictly shooters.
Yeah.
Can I point out?
Xbox is
We're-
more of the shooter console.
I'm pretty sure we can safely say we're all Xbox fans here,
Mhm.
but we don't really have anything against PlayStation.
Mhm.
I own a PS2.
Yeah, PS2. I loved playing Underground 2.
There's a
which was
lot
good.
of
I need
fighting,
to look for that.
with Xbox and PlayStation, but they're both generally
Yeah.
the same.
The thing
They
is,
just have
Yeah.
slightly different features. Of course,
different controllers.
online features with Xbox are better.
Yeah,
Well,
I forget,
okay, in the
but-
current gen.
Yeah.
Previously, it was slightly worse quality,
Well,
but it was free.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't PlayStation 4 make you charge for
Yeah,
doesn't
it
they
does
charge you
now.
for PSN? Yeah.
But it works
Their
better now.
actual, online services haven't improved very much. Like, they still, the PlayStation Network is kind of crap. I mean,
Yeah.
people hacked into Xbox and not PlayStation, and when they asked the hackers, why didn't you hack into PlayStation, they literally said, anybody can hack into PlayStation at this point.
It's a good.
It's not, hard for us to do. We
Oh,
wanted to prove
Then again,
that we
apparently
could
it's the
hack
same with
into
our
Xbox,
government.
and we wanted
People hacking about all the
Xbox
time.
to try to make
Does-
themselves
does-
better.
does-
PlayStation already knows that they can improve.
Does anybody know, or does anybody remember a couple of years ago? I think it was Christmas of 2016, so 2015. Christmas of 2014. Does anybody remember how they had that DDoS attack on Christmas Day?
I think so.
Like both PSN and Xbox Live got massive, horrible DDoS attacks. And what's hilarious is I was trying to I had got my for Christmas. Nick, my brother, and I had gotten an Xbox One, and we were all excited. And the first thing we realize is, gone were the days of plugging in a game and playing. Now you've got to
Yeah.
install, which was
Yeah.
one of two legitimate things that Xbox and PlayStation had against PCs, other
Yeah.
than the fact that PCs have to be optimized and they're
Yeah.
they're expensive and and yeah, I know you can get a $300 PC and it'll play anything.
Hey
yeah,
there, Hank
sure.
Hill. Propane accessories.
That wasn't what I was going for. That was great. But
Can I point out, pretty much the whole argument against console players and PC players, console players would get PCs if they could afford them.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
If they could afford the equipment, they would get them. Also, it's a much more of a time thing for PC players.
I
Well-
don't want to have to worry about upgrades or
but
viruses.
and the problem though is with
You can always
The-
get a Steam box.
the one
Well, I mean, if you buy a console, everything you buy for it is gonna work, and you can just play.
what's
Okay,
nice.
you say this, but there's always a current gen day one patches.
Yeah. Well,
That
Bethesda,
really
anybody?
bugs me.
the most you have to worry about is
Shut
updates. I mean, that's not that bad.
But they just take a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Updates, which I don't know. I don't know. First world problems, man.
But anyway, what I was going to say though is, the nice thing about consoles is, you buy it, you bring it home, you plug it in, it works day
Mhm.
one. You don't have to load an OS, you don't have to assemble it because
Mhm.
let's be honest, if you want a good PC for the price, you're going to assemble it yourself.
or
and-
if you have tons of money, you just buy an Alienware.
Yeah.
But Alienware, I've heard people say that Alienware are
It-
still not that great.
They're really good. No,
They're like the Apple of the gaming industry. where they're-
Basically, what I understand of Alienware is they're really great, but they're ridiculously expensive.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's
They're
what I mean.
They're Apple.
Yeah, they're Apple. Make a good product and then
God,
price
why-
it like a fantastic product.
Yeah.
Why can't we get an Android up in gaming? Let's get an Android computer company. They make the same thing, but don't charge ridiculous amounts of money for it.
Well,
Yeah.
China's making a gaming station.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
It's so far, from what I understand, it looks like a mix between Xbox and
Well,
PlayStation.
yeah,
it
but
doesn't
I
look
don't-
very
speaking-
original at all.
Speaking of Android
China's just very. They don't put time into product. This isn't even racism. It's a known fact.
and disclaimer.
Yeah, this is a disclaimer. It's a known fact. Most things that say made in China are made cheap because it's easier to make cheap things than well-made things. That's just a fact.
I hope we don't have to end up making this video called "We're Not Racist."
that's the headline for the podcast. Wait, I have to just disclaim. Going into, you had a great, bring up the DDoS thing was great because we're going to go into our gaming news bit
Well, actually, what I was about to
after
mention-
you say whatever you say.
So speaking of Android and gaming,
Back to
Does-
Fallout
does
4
any-
cents.
does anybody remember the Ouya? It was
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing
Yeah,
that, it was that
really,
thing.
they're
yeah.
like, oh, it's gonna be a great console
Well, yeah,
for indie
it's-
games.
well,
it
it's-
was literally just a smartphone put into an Xbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hilarious because I remember there was all this hype and every gaming news station just was like
It was
covering it, and it was
so
like
bad.
it was like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, ooh yeah, this is gonna be amazing, and then the like within a week of it releasing, everything just went silent.
So it was like the Wii U in America, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh crap.
Guys, can I point out a system that's really underrated is the Steam Box.
I haven't.
The
I
Steam
haven't
box
heard
I
is
of
wouldn't know
that.
too much about that.
Steam Box, literally, you know Steam, right?
Oh, of course.
Steam made a console.
Yeah.
You can go on, use it on,
More
you can play
proof
any
that we're
Steam.
never gonna get Half-Life 3, Portal 3.
That's just because Valve is afraid of number 3. It's
Well,
all, it looks like a pitchfork, guys.
Well, what I mean is Valve is nowadays.
you guys
so
can't tell, but I
focused
rolled
on-
my eyes.
Yeah, this is Valve. We used to make games. Now we sell games.
That's a real- Actually, no. Technically, can I point out? Technically, there is a third Portal game.
Can I
now.
point out? There it is.
There's a third Portal.
There's a third Portal game now. Technically,
Okay,
it's on the HTC Valve, and it's a demo where you can take apart a robot. But technically, it's a Portal game.
that doesn't count.
Technically,
I've seen that. That's amazing, though. I love the.
there is also
But it
technically.
doesn't have the number
I love
three.
the.
There is
Do not
a-
look at the tiny people. You have now become their god.
Oh, burning Pocket Universe. Wait, what? No. Anyway, so going into gaming news about DDoSing, Watch Dogs 2 is coming out. It actually does not look terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks better than the first.
Can I point out? There's probably a lot of people who like okay, there's some people who like Watch Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a lot of people who are hyped about Watch Dogs.
It looks actually. I've watched quite a bit
Guys,
of
sorry,
stuff about
Watch
Watch Dogs
underscore
too.
dogs.
But it actually looks like a really good game. It looks awesome, in my opinion. But I haven't watched too much about it, but enough to say that it looks awesome.
This is the new Watch Dogs game?
Yeah.
The first
Yeah,
Watch Dogs game, I don't know, it was supposed to be, you were basically Batman hacker
Yeah.
on literally a system that would never be implemented.
Yeah,
Because literally somebody would be like, guys, you can hack this with a phone and control the entire city. This is not a good idea. So now we're implementing in San Francisco.
Well, what's funny is I never bought the game Watch Dogs. I played it at a friend's house, but
It just isn't
It gets
really
repetitive.
yeah,
over time.
It's literally like a Bethesda game, except without the charm.
Yeah.
It's an open world that has nothing in it.
yeah, it reminded me of
Where you can kill one of the CEOs from Assassin's Creed. That's the only good part about that.
yeah the
There's also like lazy. It's like nerd in a Grand Theft Auto scenario.
well, my absolute biggest gripe with that game, the first one at least, is how they implemented hacking. I mean, it's like they had so much potential there, and as I know that people complain about hacking mini games all the time, and yeah, they get really repetitive. But I'd rather have I think the best hacking that I've ever seen in a game, at least, and I've seen,
I like the Assassin's Creed one.
I like the one I like
Black and
is
White.
Yeah, that one was not bad actually.
the one I like
It was
is
kind of fun to get in.
Deus Ex: Human Revolution.
It's a great game.
I loved that.
Everything
hacking
has to
system.
be tinted gold, guys.
Doesn't
It's
the
literally
director's
it's just Blade Runner.
doesn't the director's cut take away the gold tint?
Does it?
Yeah,
And
everything's
it
still
replaces it with a silver tint.
no,
Silvery
it's,
blue.
they take away the entire tint, but stuff still looks gold because a lot of the stuff was actually gold. It was
Yeah.
gold with a gold tint,
Yeah.
and it looks way better actually. It doesn't look like you pissed over the frame.
Personally, I liked the way it looked. It was original. People give it a bad rap, but it was original. Like,
I just think it
wasn't
got
too
old
dumb.
after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the way
It
that
made
I
for
like.
good cutscenes though. The
Yes, that
cutscenes
is-
were epic.
That is true. The other things that it fixed though were like the awful boss battles. There's a reason you don't put boss battles in a stealth game,
Okay,
unless you find another
okay.
way around just a full-on
Would you-
assault
would you
against
really
someone.
call
Boss
Deus
battles
Ex a
in a
stealth
stealth
game?
game?
Well,
Should
It's
be like
mainly it's more of an
It's
action.
a hybrid.
It's
It's
an action
always-
game that has
it's-
stealth elements.
well, okay. The original Deus Ex was
Yep.
heavily inspired by Thief. It was literally there were 3 separate branches of what was it? Was it?
I'm a terrible person. I never played the original Deus Ex.
Same.
I've played it a little bit. I just researched a lot of things.
Mhm.
It's for PS2, but I can't find it for cheap on PS2, unfortunately. Even on Amazon.
Probably because it's a classic.
Yeah,
I wonder why
exactly.
PS2
It's
a
like
classic.
going. It's like going back and buying an N64. It's
Exactly.
expensive. I'm so
But,
regretting. I sold my N64 like
Mhm.
maybe 5 years back to my friend for like $20, and
And then the prices skyrocketed.
yeah. Can I point out though? I still have the one of the games. I still have the not the special cut, but I still have Ocarina of Time 64 cartridge.
So put up your bids in the comment section.
I won't.
Thank you.
I won't do that because I have a save data where I beat the water temple. Never getting rid of that.
But anyway, what I was saying about Deus Ex though
Higher
is-
bids in the comment section.
Sorry, I'm just remembering. Hey there, Link. Did you like that water temple? Shut your mouth.
Shut your
Anyway, what I was saying though is who was it? It was a branch of Eidos, I think. I can't remember what the actual studio was, but there were 3 separate people, and they wanted to make an RPG, a shooter, and a stealth game, which is why you end up with that hybrid. And it was one of the first hybrids to actually be there.
And then Hitman Absolution came out. First,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I don't mind Hitman Absolution. It's more of a third-person shooter than a stealth game.
I treat Hitman
What the
Absolution.
game was supposed to be, it seems like they were unsure.
Okay, Hitman Absolution to me is the same thing as Splinter Cell Conviction, and you guys know what I my position on stealth games. For the people watching this, I am an avid stealth gamer. I'm a huge fan of the Thieves series and the Splinter Cell series in particular. Huh?
I love Splinter
Yes,
Cell too.
yes.
I used to play that.
Never
Yeah,
really.
I
I
know
play it every day.
But you guys are gonna hate me for this.
Hitman
I've only
seemed like-
played a total of like 3 hours of Splinter Cell
Which one?
on original Xbox.
I mean, which one? There are
I
three
don't
original Xbox.
know.
4 actually.
It's one where the only mission I played, you're walking down like a street in a shooting fight.
Oh,
I'm
never
pretty
had
sure
it.
it's Splinter Cell, but it's a Tom Clancy game. What other like?
Tom Clancy's good.
I
But,
kind of hate that he puts his name in every game,
The
but you
Hitman
know.
game.
Actually,
It
he's
seemed like-
had nothing to do with the games, and now
Well-
God rest his soul. But
Oh, is he dead?
yeah, he died a couple years ago. But he hasn't had anything to do with the
You're not religious.
with
You
the
can't
Tom
do that.
Clancy games since Red Faction went under. And Red Faction were the guys who made the original.
I love Red Faction.
Gorilla
wait, is it
was
Red Faction?
okay. I never really got into it.
Not Red Faction, Red Storm. Sorry,
Never played
the
it.
game studio. No, it's a studio.
Oh.
It was the one where Tom Clancy literally was making adaptations for the books that he made. It was the original Ghost Recon and the original Rainbow Six.
By the way,
And then they went under in about 2004-ish, I think.
what was that Tom
I know
Clancy?
things.
What's the Tom Clancy game that came out like?
Okay, so
Rainbow Six
Hitman
Siege?
No,
was
I
like
don't remember.
pretty much my idea of a bad stealth game. Sorry to say it, but
Yeah,
it's like one of those
I
stealth
can
games
agree.
where if you get spotted, it turns into a first-person shooter, and
Yeah.
I don't
So,
like that.
third person. But yeah.
But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Well, actually, the first few actually let you choose your position, so I actually played a lot in first person. Except that you couldn't use the lean function in first person, which was
I've only
stupid.
played Absolution of the Hitman
But
games
the
actually.
problem, yeah, I've played
I'm very uncultured.
a little
in
bit
games.
of the second one and a little bit of the Blood Money.
There's a lot of games I didn't play.
Actually, and a little bit of Contracts. I haven't gotten into it. The problem with the Hitman games is in concept, they are golden,
Mhm.
and the whole idea of,
well,
of hiding your
okay,
way.
I would say gold. I'd say silver. Yeah, because the games, even the good ones, it's
Well,
like
no,
let's
no,
kill
no,
someone
the-
in a chicken suit.
Well, no.
uh,
Well, no. That's not
Nobody
what I'm-
notices that.
I
You know
said-
that bald guy we're looking for with the barcode on the back of his head? There's a cop that no one's ever seen before, and there's a
I
band-aid on
meant
his head.
in concept. In
Yeah.
concept, and even in the problem is their execution. Every single Hitman game,
I heard the
from
new one's really good, and there's a lot of people who love the older ones.
yeah. But the
there's
problem
always
with the
people who love
first
everything.
four
I don't know,
Hitman
Justin
games.
Bieber, man.
Wait, how did we get? on
There are still believers out there.
This
If
is a sad world
yeah,
we live in.
Guys, can I point out if there were
I mean,
any
he spits on his own fans, but there are still believers.
if there
I mean, he said he's changing his ways. He's becoming a Christian.
you say that, but
That's what he said. I'm not saying I believe him. Okay.
okay,
You're not
he's-
saying you believe him.
I don't believe. I'm not a believer.
I don't believe
In case
anything
you
he
guys
says.
are wondering, I'm
But,
not a believer.
guys,
at
can I
all.
point out, there
I
was-
don't like Justin
this happened
Bieber.
a while
One of my
ago.
favorite things was in South Park when they crushed Justin Bieber's head. That
But-
was and the New Zealander 2. If any of you seen that?
ridiculous movie that
Okay.
I'm never gonna see.
Kind of a spoiler, not really though. The best way to start a movie, killing Justin Bieber.
I think
It
he
was
died. I think he
fantastic.
died in
When he
CSI
died,
too.
though, another kind of spoiler, but not really. He takes a selfie, and while he's dying, bleeding out, he's like picking the filter. He picks one. He's like, nah. He goes back and he picks another one. Watch Zoolander 2. It's amazing.
I say this. It was a while ago. Just we got into Justin Bieber.
How did we get
We're
there?
gonna stop after my comment, but
Because we were talking about
things nobody likes.
yeah, and he was like Justin Bieber, because that's the first thing you
Two
think of when you
things.
think of
The
people. think
final
people
two
don't
things
like.
we're gonna say on Justin Bieber. One is if you are a believer, I hate you.
Oh my.
Offending all of the
This
female
was supposed to be an
9-year-olds.
anti- This
Dude,
was supposed to be
I'm-
an anti-hate channel, and
Yeah,
you just brought the hate.
Dude, Kellen,
you say that
Kellen,
we've been talking
Kellen,
about a lot
Kellen,
of stuff. We're
Kellen,
saying this isn't racist.
Kellen. I'm an elitist jazz musician, and even I wouldn't say that.
Well, screw you guys. I am an asshole by trade.
Okay.
Yes, by trade. I
Professional asshole.
get paid for it.
and slave
We're not
boy,
racist,
Kellen.
but we're beaverists.
Wait,
here.
I'm a slave? Why am I a slave?
Right,
Your mother
Kellen.
calls you a slave.
That was my dad.
Well, yeah.
Get genders
we were,
right, dumbass.
No. We were walking in.
We're
And
believist.
we were walking in with the wood, and
That's not my
and-
mom.
Oh,
My dad's girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. Awkward.
Anyway, let's stop talking about that.
Anyway, what I was saying though was
I guess we can talk
about
about Fallout
hit-
if I'm using this voice. Hey there, smooth skin.
anyway, Hitman.
Okay.
The problem with the Hitman games is the fact that they
I'm so sorry.
is their execution. Their AI kills basically every single game that I've played of theirs, and when they work. Like, there are certain levels in Hitman 2 that are wonderful, and certain levels in Hitman Blood Money that just are golden. But the problem is, the AI, it's literally, you'll walk past them, they won't know who you are, then 5 seconds later, they'll turn around and open fire on you.
So it's basically like Cat from Reach level of AI?
Yeah!
I've been killed several times by Cat throwing a plasma grenade and it bounced off the wall.
Oh
and
my
sticks
gosh,
me.
that happened to me too. So many times.
Okay, you know what the funniest ones though?
It
When you
should
see a
let allies
brute
throw
throw
grenades.
one and it like sticks to the back of like a grunt's head, and he goes, "Ah!" and he runs. I'm just like, that brute is getting. He has to fill out paperwork later. And that's the scariest thing. It's not that he might die in combat. He has to fill out like 10 stacks of paperwork for that one grenade throw.
Yeah.
That is the 8th
That is
worst
the
throw.
worst.
That's only if he
grenade
doesn't
throw
stick all the other
ever.
grunts first. Though.
By a
Of all
brute.
time.
By a brute. Human wise, Caboose takes it.
My fault.
Someone put a water on my way. Anyway.
I am Caboose, the vehicle destroyer!
My name is Michael J. Caboose, and I hate taxes.
It's Texas, you dumbass!
That too. Anyway, let's stop talking about Red.
Okay.
That's a great show. Anyway, watch it.
Oh wait, did you guys have opinion on the infamous Overwatch butt controversy?
I didn't. People are like, oh my
I
god, look at
do
the
have
butt
an
on her. It's
opinion.
like, yeah, she has a nice butt. Cool.
I
not
do.
sexy.
I actually there was this video. I can't remember who did it, but he's an animation person. He does 3D animation as his YouTube channel, and he was talking about it, and he brought up a very valid point. It's not that the character is sexualized, which that's the issue that most people went, oh my god,
Yeah,
she's
nice
all
butt.
they're putting the emphasis on her butt. No, it's that.
It was just kind of a pose.
Well,
that
yeah,
worked.
the pose didn't reflect her personality, though. Her personality is much more childish and playful,
That was the main
and the
thing,
new
yeah.
one is a lot more like that. The other
Yeah.
one seemed like something that would fit more one of the other characters.
By the way,
Like
this is a reoccurring thing in video games. Video game developers make the nicest asses. Have you ever seen the male protagonist's basic butt in Fallout? It is the nicest ass. Like,
have you ever
Oh my
seen
vault
any,
suits are very contour fitting.
Yeah.
And the basic
Uh,
protagonist, if you
now
don't
that
change his
we're on,
body type too much,
We're on the
greatest
topic
ass.
of butts.
now that we're
Okay.
on nice asses in video games,
Especially
Solid Snake, anybody?
Okay, Solid Snake has a great ass. But no, okay, you
We're
say this like
sorry,
a joke.
we're so
it makes
sorry.
sense. He's
Way to bring
squatting
up
in
the
a box.
infinite
He
butt.
does so many squats in that box. His ass, it'd be,
Oh my god!
it would break my immersion if his ass was not that nice.
Yeah.
No,
Break right through the fourth wall.
We're sorry, guys.
Or the roof is
I
what's
think we
that.
figured out the name of our podcast. Nice asses.
Nice asses, and we're not racists. I hate Justin Bieber fans.
But we
though.
are believist.
No, just me. You guys are fine.
I
The new title for this specific
Wait.
podcast, Kellen's a Believist. Kellen hates 9-year-old girls.
Wow.
Oh man. I'm
Well,
sorry, everybody.
No, you're not a pedophile.
I mean,
I mean, maybe little boys.
dude, little boys are the worst, though.
Uh,
Like,
why did we just bring
his fault.
Levi? Damn it, bad Levi. We're not bringing Boku no Pico into this.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
More like Boyu no Pico.
Fuck you.
So we
I'm
should probably.
terrible.
Oh, we should probably put a language warning on this.
Oh, yeah.
we should probably backtrack.
Oh yeah.
We just
You guys got any
derailed
other
this
gaming
conversation.
news? Things that are happening in gaming?
Let's see. Oh, so there's a
Okay.
rumor.
Good things that are happening in gaming.
Well,
Oh, they're remastering Skyrim.
oh, there.
Oh,
They,
yeah, I heard
they
about
might be
that,
making
yeah.
a new Skyrim game. There's been a bunch of rumors about that.
Wait, like as in a new Elder
Like,
Scrolls game, or they're
no.
literally making Skyrim 2?
No,
Cause
I meant Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
So they're remastering Skyrim, which is
Thank
pretty
it's
good.
not called another Skyrim.
Sorry.
It's called another Elder
Sorry.
Yeah, I panicked for a little bit.
I was like, no,
but-
I don't want an Elder Scrolls
I-
2.
I-
I don't want a Skyrim 2. I
See,
want
it's
an
hard.
Elder Scrolls. Okay.
Anyway,
You mixed me
what
up.
I was actually about to say was that I heard that the new Elder Scrolls game is scheduled to come out in 2019, which is exciting. And there's all this speculation as to where it's going to come out, and everybody seems to want Black Marsh, but if you look at the lore, that would be very lore breaking because
It's-
Black Marsh is toxic to
And
everyone.
super exclusive.
Well, yeah, let's look at this for a second. You know why the Argonians have
They're-
disease and
Because they're
poison?
immune to how poisonous
Immunity.
the swamp is.
Exactly.
Also, there's so much of that swamp that's either impossible to get to, or super hard to get. That would basically, if they put it in that setting, it would be Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to do, or what I want them to do, and I'm hoping they do, is set it. If you look at a map of the
I think, by the way, from what I've seen a bunch of theories, there's a good chance it might be happening in Valenwood.
yeah, that's actually what I think. But
Is that where
there,
Daggerfell happened?
Daggerfall took place both in High Rock and Hammerfell.
I haven't played it.
It took place along the border. I haven't either. I don't know on the PC. I
Yeah.
just research.
I would love to see
I
more
research everything.
more desert terrain.
But here, I was actually
Yeah.
getting into that. If you look at a map of Tamriel, if you look at the size of Skyrim, it's the exact same size as if you were to combine Valenwood and Elsewhere. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
would be really cool is if
Oh,
they
yeah,
had,
Elsewhere one.
is if they made a game take place in 2 continents, which they've done that before. They did
Yeah.
that in
Oh, by the way,
Daggerfall.
another place
yeah.
it might happen is they recently got the copyright for Elder Scrolls Hammerfell or Redguard.
I heard that's already a thing.
No, it's like a really old 1995
Yeah.
game. But
Yeah.
people think about this. Why would they be trying to protect a game that's like that? Like
That's true, because none of the
Yeah.
spin-off titles have been any good. Well, okay, Elder Scrolls Online, some people like it, some people don't like it.
I'm not the biggest fan, but
I haven't played
Levi
it
is.
personally. So really, we have
I'm not really into MMOs anymore. I want to play an MMO, but they don't seem as
I
good
used
to
to
me.
play lots of MMOs.
I
Pretty
would.
much the only MMO I play now is Elder Scrolls Online.
I
I
played
love
RuneScape.
that there's only
a
one
ton.
server.
By the way, on
'Cause that's the
another
thing I
thing that
hated
came out
about most of
recently,
them.
there's a RuneScape card game that is
Oh, yeah?
surprisingly not a Hearthstone ripoff. It's basically it's basically like PvP, except you put down cards in front of your own guy to challenge him, and he'll get gear through that and experience, and then at the end they have a showdown. I think it's a really cool concept.
My
It's like
favorite
Hand of
video
Fate.
game card game is Gwent. Look it up. It's based off The Witcher 3. You can play it in the game.
But, guys, can I point
but
out
we have
that
the actual
Gwent
card decks at home, and it's
probably
really
there's
fun.
so many people who disagree with me, but Gwent just looks like the Witcher version of Yu-Gi-Oh to me. Like the setup, the way they have the setup just makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Can I
Yeah.
just
Let's do or
It's time
What?
to do. I
Guys,
cannot believe I remember that.
Guys, can I point out? Guys, why
think
why
you should- I
why
think
do
you should
both
leave.
of why do both of the big card games from the '90s have "Let's do or Let's battle"?
Because
Oh my god.
people
it's so
apparently
true.
love the idea of having their pets kill each other.
But then again, there's the '90s, a bunch of games that came out then, like Sonic games,
Everything was radical in the
yeah,
90s.
like didn't even leave a scratch. That kind of stuff. Or
Okay, so
I'm-
here's speaking of that. There's some. I love
Love the
how I love how there's all this debate like in the Sonic fan base on who's the best person who's ever voiced Sonic, and it's
what?
like none of them are really that great.
Yeah.
Like one of them has not
out
aged
of all
well,
the things
and
you
it's
could
like
debate about. I mean,
yeah. And don't get me wrong, I actually really like the Sonic games.
I like one of the Sonic games.
I like almost all of the 2D Sonic games, and
all the ones I've played, I've liked, but all the ones I've played have been for GameCube.
yeah,
Sonic Adventure Battle 2 or Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, however you say it. I know it's technically the second one that's correct, but a lot of people say it the first way.
Feel free to correct them in the comments.
But yeah, that is the one where you can raise like chows. Do you guys remember that one?
yeah,
That
own
game
that
was
one.
fantastic.
Yeah, the
I loved the ones where you played as Knuckles and there's like over the top Halloween theme.
I really
Pumpkins everywhere.
I didn't like the treasure hunting though.
Not really.
Ticked me off. And here's what's interesting. The treasure hunting, it did not I don't think it was bad, but it wasn't really great either. It wasn't what you want in a Sonic game. You want speed in a Sonic game. But
I love
the mechs
I mean,
parts
I
were
plays Knuckles and
god
stuff,
awful.
but you know.
The mechs
By the
were
way-
terrible. And what's funny is people always get on my favorite game in the franchise is Sonic Unleashed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, other than Sonic Generations. Generations was
Sorry,
fantastic.
I do not like Sonic Unleashed.
I like it. But my thing is people, are always talking about how like, oh well, half of the game, the Werehog stages, half of the game is bad. And it's like, yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. 2/3 of the game were bad.
That's a good point. Can I just point out though, the only reason I don't like Sonic Unleashed is because the premise is just stupid.
Yeah, the premise
Yeah.
is stupid, but it,
No, can I point out just the name Werehog?
technically where
Can
is
I
a
show more?
I know.
Can I just point out?
There's werecats.
Can-
They're
can I-
bears.
can-
They play
can-
lutes.
Can I point out the fact that
Oh, it's
The-
contagious. Can
Well-
I point out?
Wait, does that
It's
count towards the
spreading.
counter?
I think it just counts for you.
Oh.
anyway, what I was going to
Can I
say
just point out that's
is
messed up.
Is it
where I think it's Latin, but where is Latin for man? Werewolf is man-wolf or wolf-man, and technically it should have been like hog-wolf or wolf-hog.
Hog.
But yeah, a werehog is a man
Hog.
pig.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's not even a
A
hedgehog.
man bear pig.
Yes.
Guys, can I point out?
No, it's more like half man, half bear pig. Okay, so I guess
What is that
most,
even
most
from?
people watching
South Park.
probably won't get that.
No, tons of people like South Park, dude.
I know, but I mean,
Probably the only people watching us are gonna be 12-year-olds. That's the entire
Yeah.
population of the internet.
pretty
Yeah,
Even
but
us,
like,
apparently
I
we're
mean,
12-year-olds by that logic.
Oh, by the way,
He graduated
Two-
and he's a 12-year-old.
2 seniors, 1 12-year-old.
You say this, but I'm only a couple years younger than you guys, and
he's a
like,
sophomore.
I'm also like
He's a
twice
smart,
his
you
size.
guys.
I
Feel
actually
free to
thought he
judge
was.
him.
I thought he was. I didn't realize that he wasn't graduating this year. He's way older.
Well, now they know
or younger than he looks.
the ages of all of us.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Then again, Levi is way
Let's
older
give
than
out
he looks.
personal information.
Yeah.
We live
Okay.
in
Here's my social security number. Okay, you ready? Everybody, get your pencils out.
666 6666. Say
I was about to say, what's the what's the
4800. Go.
400. Go fuck yourself.
Anyway, but
It's-
speaking of Man Bear Pig, does anybody remember Treasure Planet?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, the
Oh, I love
cyborg.
that
I'm pulling up a picture right now.
We're still in the video games.
But then again, most of our fan base probably won't know
Hey,
that either.
whoever's editing this,
You say
when-
this, but these are really popular things. That you're like, oh no, people. Oh, Star Wars. It's a
Nobody
game
knows
that-
what Star Wars is.
You know, Overwatch. It's an indie game.
Long John Silver.
Long Dong Johnson.
What's that?
It's from. I know it's a thing. It's been a thing for a while, but it was in Fallout New Vegas. But you know the redhead chick you can have as a companion.
Uh-huh.
She is like, well, you know, Long Dong Johnson, but I'll come with you or something like that. She says Long Dong Johnson,
okay.
and it's great. Can I point out? I think her name's Cassidy. Cassidy Rose. Or, she has this really long name, but her like the normal
Kellen,
version of
your
her.
internet
Because
sucks.
that's a long,
It's 'cause we're
the longest name.
But yeah, but she is my favorite. 'Cause she's like she's a fiery redhead drunk, and it's great.
So,
Are we
anybody?
thinking of the same person right now? What game are we talking about?
New Vegas.
Okay.
I haven't
You know what's
gotten
really
that
weird?
far,
I
though.
love fiery. It's talking about Fallout a bit more.
Kellen likes redheads.
Yeah.
Dude,
Noted.
you should watch Evangelion. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay.
There's Asuka.
Anyway.
We're getting to know a lot about Kellen.
Okay. I like as companions and things like badass women, like women who take no shit, but not like I don't take your shit, but no more like a chick who will take out like a hand cannon and shoot you in the face and be like, all right. Thanks
So you
for
like
the beer.
so you
Kellen
like
likes the women he can't handle.
so you like Cinderace.
I don't know that. Shut up.
Yes, Kellen likes Cinderace.
But no, not like dominating
Make special
women.
note of that.
Not like dominating women. I'm saying like women who, tough women, like a woman who like, who like you could go like you're in the wasteland of Fallout and you actually trust her to watch your back.
Masculine to the point of not being unfeminine.
That's a double negative. Shut up. Anyway, but no, I like women like that, and especially games where you can have them as companions. That's why I like some companions in certain games. They're like, oh, and I'm like, no, you are not going to help me in combat at all.
Yeah.
Unless they're a healer.
Well,
or something like that.
I'm pretty sure the AI is pretty much the
She's
same
the
for all
angry
of them,
one.
So.
This is Asuka. She's the angry one.
Hey, it's Ginger Samus. Anyway,
Holy crap!
Editor, put a picture of Asuka in this thing.
and
We're
then
gonna
just
have to send him that picture.
and then just 3 pictures of
Just
Little
fan service
clips
on
of-
there, or
No, clips of her
Let's
destroying
not do
things
that.
with her Evangelion.
Just put in a bunch of
Samus
things
is
from
cool.
that show of her, but put in one that's like a Kamehameha. Just
Oh.
because all anime is the same, man.
Has anybody
Oh,
okay? Has anybody seen the video? It's the best Kamehameha ever. It shows a video of Goku and you know he's going Kamehameha. Insert clip of Tenacious D.
Oh yeah! I've
that's
seen
like my
that.
favorite thing.
By the way, have you guys know the
Oh, by the way, I'm looking at the audio here.
You are a very loud
we
person.
need to put in an audio warning right there.
Or we just have him replace it with the actual that entire you're explaining it as like the video.
Yeah.
That should happen.
Anyway,
No,
you
it
guys
is
know-
entertaining to hear him say it.
yeah,
So I think we should just
we
maybe
just put in the animation.
edit
of
it to be a little bit quieter,
Yeah.
maybe.
But no,
I
I
Or
love
just put in a warning.
I love
Yeah.
I love things like that are like there's the girl who's like when she cries, and then it's like and it's just 2 cars going down it, but it because it sounds like a revving engine, but like
Okay, for all the moms passing by, he's not watching porn.
Kellen, you're
Then
gonna get
again-
so many people in trouble.
Then again, they're probably
Daddy.
wearing they're probably wearing headphones anyway. So
oh wait, you're wearing headphones.
Hello and welcome to ASMR with Ancient Geekmyths.
I'm not sure if they'll even hear that.
No, what I was about to say is I always feel sorry for the people who think they have their headphones plugged in.
Especially in public places.
Well, yeah, it's like
And then they just listen to like dirty rap music.
well, yeah, that or like I remember there was this time I was watching
It's a lot harder for me to know because I have wireless headphones. I have Bluetooth.
What if your Bluetooth interrupts and they just hear
well,
on
what's
full
hilarious
volume.
though, what's hilarious though is when you're not actually watching anything bad or anything, but it like it's one of those what the fuck anime, what the fuck
That
Japan
actually
moments.
happened to me. I was listening to it on my Bluetooth headphones. I was on my tablet watching an anime, and there was a point where I go to, and that's right when my headphones turned on, and it just played super loud in the middle of the night, and I was like, oh crap! And I turned off the volume. I was like, oh, I really hope no one thinks I'm watching porn right now.
You know what's the worst? By the way, he was watching porn.
I wasn't watching porn.
Okay, he was watching porn. He's watching hentai.
Get
Tentacles.
Hentai
Get it
games.
right.
Hentai games. No, that's our video game section, guys.
I'm sorry, I had to do Welcome to the NHK.
Anyway, let's move on to the anime section. I'll go first. I have been watching 2 animes recently. One is super dirty, and I've specifically been watching the uncensored version.
Is there something you should be telling us?
No,
you should let everyone in the comment section know for research purposes.
It's got tits
Yeah.
in it.
Okay,
But
but you need to say
That's-
the name
that's
for
not-
everybody.
It's what's it called? It's
Or you could just play Witcher 3.
Monster. It's called or GTA 5 to go to strip club. Many hours spent in there. Apparently
Really?
There's an achievement. Apparently, I was looking up bad achievements. Apparently, there's one for spending too many hours in the strip club. It gives you an achievement.
There's an achievement for, I forgot what game it is, but basically there's an achievement for, and it sucks because you can't get rid of these achievements, right?
I know,
Right?
that's the point of it.
I was looking up these bad achievements, and one of them's for looking under a girl's skirt, and the achievement is called, I swear it was an accident. So great.
I love troll achievements.
Yeah.
I think there's one. I don't remember what game it is. I just
But
remember
they deserve it.
there's one that's it says don't press this button, and if you press it 1,000 times, you get an achievement saying basically. To summarize, it says you're a dumbass.
Oh, so speaking of achievements, so I love how we segued to the anime section and then went straight back into video games. But anyway,
In the video game section we talked about anime, and the anime section we talked about video games.
Anyway,
no roundup.
Yeah.
there's this achievement that I got. So when I play BioWare RPGs, I'm one of the very few people who does not really do any of the romance options. I just kind of play it straight through. But
you
here's
make your game so
hilarious.
boring.
Well, okay. Here's the funny thing. I do have that achievement, and so what it was is in Mass Effect 3, I was marathoning the Mass Effect games for the first time, and I
Still
was
never played any besides a demo.
they're amazing games, but
And
by
Dead
the time
Space,
I got
so many games I need to play.
anyway, there were some I was marathoning it, and I was really wanting to get back to the story, so I was skipping a lot of dialogue. And anybody who's played it will tell you, the up left is Paragon. Up left means you're doing the nice thing, you're being the good guy. And I was doing a Paragon run, and in Mass Effect 2, spoilers, in Mass Effect 2, if you don't, talk with all your crew members a lot, and Levi, you've played these games, right?
Oh yeah, Mass
Okay.
Effect 2.
Yeah,
I got that
well,
for
in
my
Mass Effect
birthday,
2,
and I
if
played
you
it
don't,
all the way
if you
twice.
do not, go through the entire game and do all the quest lines for your crew, and make sure that they all fully support you and have been developed, they will die.
Yeah,
They
my
die at the
characters
end, and
died.
it's crazy.
So I'm just remembering the
but-
really sad scene that everybody knows of the alien guy who wears the robot suit, and he sings. What is the song? But no, it's we'll get Bo to put in a clip. But it's the guy who's like a worm in a spacesuit or something, and he's like, "I am a brilliant scientist." What is it?
Morden Solis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the stereotypical 1950s alien. I
Well,
love how
he's,
they
really
put that
nerdy.
touch in where they actually make some of the aliens look like what people claim they saw. I love that because the Solarians look like 1950s.
It's based
aliens.
off the song "I Am the Major General."
Okay,
but-
well now I'm just thinking of that scene. I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I.
But
That
anyway.
was just the saddest thing for me.
Anyway, what I was saying though is, since Mass Effect 2, you have to do that, and if you don't do that, crew members die. I was doing that, and I was skipping through, and I was just, up left, and suddenly I was talking with Caden Alenko,
Oh boy.
and suddenly it gave me. I'm just going up left, just skipping through all the dialogue, trying to, develop the characters, and
Yeah, more
suddenly
Solis.
it gave me the romance achievement, and I just realized,
You've been romancing.
delete save, go back. Actually, as I recall, it was my only save, so I restarted the game.
It's
Wow.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species, Terrarian, Aceri, and Batarian. That's just the first bit of it. That song.
Yeah.
Bo, put in a clip when I said to put in a clip.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's it's so funny because, whenever I want to tell a funny story about video games, I basically say, oh yeah, the only romance I've ever done in any of the Mass Effect games was an accident,
Just like Levi.
and it was with a guy.
well, you say this. There's people who have romanced the guy in Saints Row 4.
I've never played Saints Row.
Who is obsessed with Blade Runner, or whatever their equivalent of it is. Anyway.
Blade Runner's amazing.
Anyway, so back to anime. It's the series is called like Monster Masamune or something like Musumu or something like that. It's
one of the series where when I try to look up Monster, it doesn't come up because these ones show up.
Yeah.
Monster anime, Monster High, Monster. What you just said.
basically it's a harem anime,
Oh, okay.
but
Slow clap for Kellen. He
No.
watches harems.
I watch some shows that have harems, but it's the premise of like monster people, like half animal, half normal people, have they like revealed them.
Delicious.
Shut up. They've revealed they're not like furries, technically. They're more like
What?
They're not furries, technically.
Okay,
Oh my
Kelly,
God.
I don't.
2016.
I'm out.
I don't know if I.
When we start talking about furries, that's when Josh leaves the building.
No, I don't know if you consider them furries because it's more like centaurs and stuff like that. I don't know if you consider that a furry, but no, it's like that,
I do just.
and it's like
Well,
the-
horses aren't really furry. He's more like a fuzzy. Kellen's into fuzzies, not furries.
Actually, I'm a
Big distinction.
guys. Actually,
there.
I'm a scaly. No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
the
You're in-
lusty Argonian maid. Anybody?
You love those Argonians.
No.
Has anybody actually read that book in
Yeah.
the Elder Scrolls?
Uh-huh.
Like where everything is just in innuendo.
It's nothing
Will
dirty
you
actually.
polish my spear?
Basically, it's the ultimate. Do you have a dirty mind?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a
Written by
song.
Crassius Curio from Morrowind.
Anyway,
I learned that, and I was like,
I love how
that makes too much sense.
there's a part in every like one since then. Like I think it's like part 3 in Skyrim or something like that.
You know, I love how
I love how that
Curio
means-
I love how you keep
takes
track of
200
them.
years to write
I
his
don't remember
third
what it was.
version.
He's an old fucker.
Yeah.
Or maybe it just happens to be the only volume in Skyrim.
Yeah.
I've also been watching a non-dirty anime.
Okay.
Basically,
That's surprising.
actually, the point of it, I don't know. I am not really a person who like cares about dirty things. Like I watch High School of the Dead because it's the only anime that's out there that's a Western zombie take on an anime.
May I just say, the scene with I
Blue
remember.
Matrix.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm not into pervy anime, but I watch High School of the Dead.
Well,
But
okay.
you say
I would
this,
say that's
you
a
watched
double negative.
all of Girls Bravo, so shut up.
Yeah.
You know,
that
I feel
anime
like
is like, at least when I watch animes, there's something else that is just that. Levi.
Can I
also,
just
wait,
can-
sorry again. I love dirty animes when they know they're dirty, so they make it fun. Like in what's it called? Heaven's Lost Property. There's this guy who
Oh my gosh.
gets a wish, and he's like, he's like, and he sees a girl's panties, and they're like have a dog on. He's like, I wish you'd wear more mature panties, and they go, and fly out, and instead of just like flying off like that, they turn into like birds, like penguins, and they flap around, and it's fantastic. I love it when they do not take the perviness seriously and they make it really silly.
I honestly feel like I'm the only one in this room who can legitimately say that my taste in anime is not like that.
Not pervy?
Yeah, the anime, my favorite anime have like zero fan service.
Yeah.
Levi,
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to find anime without fan service. Like,
Yeah.
even Full Metal Alchemist.
Has like a few scenes.
Yeah.
all female officers will be required to wear tiny mini skirts.
Blood.
I mean,
But like, yeah, it's interesting because like all my favorites, like I'm one of the few people who legitimately, well, not one of the few people. I know a lot of people who don't, but I really don't like fan service unless
Mhm.
it's really well played. Not to say that I mean I watch Evangelion, so that has nudity in it, but it's not
The thing is,
not
it's like I'm just somebody who just like when there's fan service, I'm like, oh, that's fan service, cool. I don't really care.
I'm fine with it if it doesn't detract from the show, but there's
There's
so
a
many,
lot that are just like boobs, and I'm like, okay, buddy.
I like
Yeah.
action side of anime.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm
anyway,
really
what I was
aiming
gonna say, super interrupting. Rants, guys. Top bants. Anyway, banter.
for. Oh.
But no, I was gonna say the other one I'm watching is called not High School.
High School
You
DxD.
That-
really got that on your mind.
High
right?
School DxD is a really, again, it's funny about its dirtiness. It's, if you would get rid of her boobs, all that would be left is 2 lonely nipples.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that's from?
Yes,
Oh,
That's
Oh,
the kind
God.
of clips that Kellen sends me.
they're fantastic.
Talking on Skype. Levi, look at this. Okay.
We just talk like robots. Levi, look at this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We talk like
Does anybody remember
Canadian
the
people
SpongeBob
from South
episode
Park.
where they think Mr. Krabs is a robot?
Oh,
I love this line.
Can I
It's
point out they murdered somebody, like, in, not
Yeah,
that episode?
yeah,
They
the-
full out
they-
murdered the food critic.
yeah. I mean, he didn't actually die,
was
but
alive at
they
the
no.
end.
No, because they're like, zombie! And that's where the episode ends.
Oh
So
yeah,
he's
you're
not
right.
sure if he's
But-
alive or not. I mean, he's taken quite a few beatings.
He's probably
Anyway.
dead by this point.
Mhm.
Like,
But-
that's probably the one that did
He's
it.
actually probably a zombie.
But anyway, the
Or he's just like a fish with no bones.
yeah, but the
Wait, that would be worse.
I love
So
the
he's a
line
spy.
of robots are taking over the world. There's silence. Everyone just gives him this look. Our world.
Ah!
Was there a thing where they were...
'Cause that's the logic.
Can I
of the
point
show.
out that got really dark when they almost fed Mr. Krabs to somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! I forgot about that.
Also, a lot of characters have
Hold on,
died in
I
that
gotta
show.
check my text.
There's also the scene where they, the one that's like pink, yellow, where they like in the giant stadium.
Oh, yeah.
There
Oh,
was
yeah.
an entire section that got fried alive.
I know. I
My
thought you
underwear
were.
was white when I bought it.
Here.
And then
Yeah,
they sold them
cannibalism.
2 fish.
Oh my
My
gosh.
underwear was white when I bought it.
The one
Oh,
I like is
I kind of wish he would have had pink underwear on, so you just kind of like, what?
Oh, you know what?
My name's
Not
We're
red.
gonna need to show that picture that says "Beware of Kellen."
But when you said yellow pink, the first thing that came to mind is, no, you haven't seen this. It's big, scary, and pink. So is Patrick's belly button, but I ain't afraid of that neither. Old SpongeBob is the best.
Yeah, I don't really like the newer stuff, but the original movie,
Now that we're men,
we
we
can
have
do it.
facial hair. Now
Now
that we're men.
I changed my underwear. Did you see? Mindy. Did you see my underwear?
No, Patrick.
Did you wanna? It's so good.
Or the scene where he
Bubble
uses
blowing
his shorts.
babies.
where-
Patrick, we're the bubble blowing babies. Oh yeah.
Or the scene
we
at
blew
the
that
beginning.
Does
where
that make us a double blown double baby?
Well, the scene where he
ice cream.
hang glides, he uses his shorts to hang glide, and he's got a
Flag
he's
in
got
his
a
ass?
flag in his ass cheeks, and then he asks everyone, "Did you see my butt?"
Yeah, but he's worried about the underwear.
Where'd everybody go? Did you see my butt?
I saw this
Oh,
clip.
is anybody going to address the fact that SpongeBob got flat out drunk in that episode
Oh,
off
yeah.
of the ice cream, and then shows up drunk and disorderly in a scarily
I want
realistic
to make
fashion?
this song out to my two best friends, Patrick and this peanut guy.
When my mom was super sensitive about every show I watched as a kid, that movie did not help my case with wanting to watch SpongeBob. We got rid of all of our SpongeBob.
His
series.
mom is super overprotective, by the way.
She's
Mormons.
finally fine with it now. But
She's fine with SpongeBob fake drunken some ice cream guy.
Yeah.
Wait. The first thing that comes to mind with, my mom's fine with it now is, can we find something that doesn't have language?
oh,
And
yeah.
they were literally just saying like hell and damn. There wasn't any like serious curse words.
Yeah, well, I guess there was,
There was bleeping.
yeah, there was bleeping, but that
Uh-huh.
actually makes it funnier. I mean, does anybody remember Metal Arms Glitch in the System? That show went off of that humor. It was literally, let's make a T-rated game, but make it so since they're robots, we get away with complete carnage, and we're gonna put in every bad word under the sun, but bleep it out to make it funnier.
But yeah, in there was DLC for Borderlands 2 where it's like this guy called Torque or something, and he talks like Hulk Hogan, and he talks like that, and he's like, but he would all his things are bleeped out, but later you find out it's not like the game. It's saying somebody put this robot chip in me. That whenever I say beep 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 beep, it bleeps it out. It beeps me off, and it's great.
I love that.
You guys
also,
keep talking. I am going to. Actually, we're going to take a quick intermission. We'll be right.
Oh, right. We have an hour and 9 minutes.
Welcome back. It is time to continue this podcast.
Yeah, smooth skins. Let's get ready.
Actually, that was supposed to be a dark elf from Morrowind. You know, the...
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
It has to be the accent underneath it.
the same, though.
Well, there's a slight accent with that. It's, you know, the difference between, it's the...
So dark elves are just foreign ghouls.
Yeah, exactly. It's
By the way,
literally
you
this.
know what's freaking crazy?
Hey there, smooth skin.
Versus...
Outlander, what do you want?
Dude, you know what's crazy? Freaking...
Mom.
I was watching this video, and apparently I think it's in the Brotherhood of Steel where they have, like, the botany area.
Uh-huh.
Or it's something in one of the Fallout games. There's Nirnroot. And it's called Mysterious...
Nirnroot?
You know what Nirnroot is, right?
You mean Nirnroot?
It's Nirnroot.
It's spelled
Nirnroot?
N-I-R-N root.
Yeah, in
How
all
have I
the...
been getting that wrong this whole time?
Dude,
I always saw
Levi,
Nirnroot.
do you know what the name of the planet that the Elder Scrolls takes place on is?
Nirn.
Nerd?
Yes,
Yes.
the planet of Nirn.
Anyway.
What a nerdy name.
You're fired.
Oh, somebody put in a badoomts right there.
But make it really
yeah,
badly played.
Yeah.
Like, "Ba-dum-tss," and it like falls over. Anyway. But no, there's
Next thing you know, we'll be inserting a laugh track. Don't worry, viewers, we're not actually going to do that.
hopefully.
Initiate laugh track.
And there's one guy. Yeah,
There's
You sting!
the one guy at the end of the laugh track with the prolonged laugh. It's
or no, it always like stops immediately.
Okay,
No,
so
there's Nirnroot in Fallout 4. So the theory goes is it's
Tamriel is Earth, and that
but post nuclear war.
yeah, like
And
The
that would
theory-
explain why
isn't
everything's
the-
mutated.
Yeah.
Because there's magic in this Fallout universe.
yeah. So basically, the theory is that the Elder Scrolls eventually.
After many years.
Oh yeah, considering
Maybe a
that,
second nuclear war.
Yeah, they eventually developed technology and became our world, and then our world went crazy, and then nuclear shit happened, and then there was a Nirnroot left after
No, the
billions of years.
the theory, in my opinion, it would make more sense. Because, like in Conan the Barbarian.
sounds more like an Easter egg for me.
Probably
It is an Easter egg.
But,
You realize if you put
I
anything
would
in
go-
anything, the hardcore fans are going to try to explain it.
Yeah.
but yeah. But in
They just go too deep. That's
you know
what
in
she said.
Too deep for you.
you know in Conan the Barbarian and stuff like that, where it's post-modern,
Yeah.
where it's become prehistoric or medieval again.
Mhm.
I feel like it might be that, where
Mm.
Earth, the nuclear war destroyed Earth so much that it became Tamriel eventually, and the Nirnroot was like a mutated plant. But obviously,
Or you could just take a look at the fact that that they originated from two completely different developers. So
But
there is
but-
that.
but Bethesda can do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh yeah, exactly. Bethesda owns it, and
Bethesda
this
has
is-
retconned a lot of things.
Yeah, they've retconned quite a few things.
They recently
and-
retconned power armor into its new form.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, can I
I
point out?
actually that's one of the
Why-
one of the things I actually liked.
have no idea.
Like I
Why
what?
did it take
Another
like
quote. We'll
se-
see if they get it in the comments.
how many? Okay, so how many Fallout games are there? There's 1, 2, Tactics, Brother of Steel, but we won't talk about that one. 3, New Vegas,
4.
4, and then the ones that didn't get
That's
released.
6 games, and then the Elder Scrolls. There's
Yeah.
Arena, Daggerfall, Battlespire, Redguard. There's about I think 3 mobile games that. Well, there were mobile games
And
for
there's
early mobile.
There's also
They don't exist
It's like
anymore.
Kellen got to do the little.
Morrowind, Oblivion,
what is it called? The little, where you make your own little settlement.
Skyrim and then ESO. That's 11 games.
There's also Fallout Shelter.
Fallout Shelter. That's.
Oh yeah. So 8 Fallout games, 11 Elder Scrolls games, and if they happen to be
you
the
just put
same.
an extra, it'd be 7 Fallout games. Because you went from 6 to 8 with one game. Great job, Josh.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
But now,
what's that one
Wait,
vine? What's 9 plus 10? 21.
You're stupid.
But no, it's why? It's just a weird thought. Why did it take like 6 Fallout games for airships to be implemented? If you think about it, that's the most logical thing to be using.
Yeah.
In because like we can repair that vertibird. Well, we can make an airship. That'd be a lot easier because that vertibird is complex as fuck.
Not to mention, every single vertibird goes down.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Okay, only in Fallout 4. Apparently, the Commonwealth ones are really shit because like the ones in
What, they use aluminum?
yeah. Well, aluminum's using power armor in 4.
I can take out a vertibird with my bare hands.
That's impressive.
They're so weak.
One punch!
I'm sure with Bethesda's rap sheet with weird glitches, you could find a way to shoot up into the sky and punch that vertibird. Right.
It does. Okay. So what? Okay, just really quickly, little tangent. What is everybody's absolute favorite Bethesda-related glitch? And
Oh my god. There's so many.
can I just say mine really
It's
quick?
so hard to pick a favorite.
Okay, I remember the first time I went up against a giant in Skyrim, and I walked up to the giant. I hit him. He turned around. He was at 99% health because I was just new. He hit me. I hit the ground so hard that I ricocheted up into the air and I could see all of Tamriel. And I hear they patched
all
it
of
to the PC
Tamriel.
version.
How the hell did you see all of Tamriel? That's
Skyrim, sorry.
It's not even all made in that game.
That's impressive as hell.
I mean, were you playing Elder Scrolls Online?
that render distance, but no. Sorry,
I have a powerful PC.
I meant all of Skyrim.
There's
and
that side quest where you can just walk around in the sky with that god, and you can just look down. That was a really cool mission. I don't know if you guys played that one in Skyrim.
You know what makes me sad?
Like one of the shrines. I don't remember which one
It's
it
the
is.
one-
But you go
it's-
into the sky.
Yeah, it's the one where you get the Dawnbreaker.
And
yeah, that's Boethia, isn't
No,
it?
Boethia is the weird one who wants you to sacrifice people.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I just saved a save up there, so whenever I want, I can just load back to that save.
I think
just
it's one of
walk
the Aegir,
around
not a Daedra.
all
No, it was a
over
Daedra. Is
it?
and just
Oh, yeah,
look
'cause it's the one
down
where it's
at
undead.
the place, and it's just so cool.
But yeah, I don't know.
I love the
Mafala.
beauty.
One of my favorites in Fallout is the one where you're just talking to someone and their head slowly starts to turn around
Oh yeah.
all the way, and you're just like, what? Or the one,
it's so good.
or the one where apparently when Fallout 4 first came out, sometimes your face would just sit there and you'd just be 2 floating eyes, and they've detailed the backs of the eyes and everything, and
Oh my gosh.
But now, my favorite is the one where somebody in Fallout 4 will start swimming, but when they get on land, they're floating there, just going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
They're
yeah.
just still swimming.
I don't remember what it was. It was there was a glitch that happened. I can't really remember the glitch, but I remember how it happened. I got arrested by a guard underwater. So I was having a conversation with them, and we're at the bottom of the Nibene Basin. No, that's not right. That's in Hammerfell. We're at the bottom of the lake outside of
The Imperial
Braville,
Oh.
and this guard just starts talking to me underwater, and he's still going, like swimming, and he's still treading water, and he's going, "Stop! You violated the law."
You know, it's the best. One of the actually kind
The
of cool
one I
ones.
like is randomly your horse just flying into the sky and killing itself. It's so annoying. Once you get, I forgot the name of the horse, but the one with red eyes, the black one.
I know this
Shadow
one,
something.
Shadowmare.
Yeah.
I think Shadowmere.
Finally, that glitch doesn't do anything once I get
Yeah.
Shadowmere, because he just goes down and goes. And then
Shadowmere,
it's okay.
guys,
But
by the
when
way,
you have other
Shadowmere
horses,
can
it's
die.
annoying to just be walking and then just see your horse fly in the air and die, and you're like, "Oh, there goes my money."
Shadowmere is not invincible. He can die.
Mare
Sorry,
is a horse.
mine has died.
Did anybody use Shadowmere to increase your?
Am I the only one who knows how to say that?
Has anybody used Shadowmere to increase your spirit? Your kid. Has anybody used them to increase your skills?
Why,
no, I have not done that.
Like,
I'm making fun of you, Levi.
thank you.
Shadowmere.
I just like shoot him with
Shadowmere.
lightning. You know?
Uh-huh.
You just abuse your animal.
Yeah.
You're invincible.
Peter,
Unlimited power.
You were at my house when I did it. We were both just sitting in my
Peter.
room. I was just like, unlimited power.
Guys, I need to say this. PETA, we swear, we're talking about a video game here.
They'll still go after you.
We
man.
do. Oh, they don't
Well, then
care what
fuck
it
you,
is.
PETA.
If it's
Fuck
an animal,
PETA.
they're gonna come after.
Offending everybody.
I like
you know
how-
what? Hispanics, blacks, Jews, you're all okay.
We won't even get any hate for this because everybody hates PETA. I mean,
Well, we'll
Sorry,
get
Peter.
we'll get hate for what he just said.
Hispanics, blacks, Jews.
I think we're
you
back
guys
to-
are all fine. I love you all.
I think we're back to the name Kellen's
We're
not
not
racist. No, Kellen's not racist.
yeah.
He's the only one who's made
Oh,
any
okay.
comments.
Kellen's the only one making racist comments. I
Hey,
suppose.
I said blacks, Jews, Hispanics. They're all fine. You guys are great.
Okay, so here's another Elder Scrolls related question. Who
What
what
were we supposed to
what-
be talking about anime?
Screw it. Let's just keep ranting.
Okay, yeah, we were going to do that, but anyway, what
Kellen.
hold a guitar on his
But
Anus. Hold an electric guitar to my anus, guys. It's fine.
Without visual reference, that's gonna make no sense. Anyway, so when you play an Elder Scrolls game, what is the race you usually play as?
Argonian.
Argonian?
Yep.
That's what that makes way too much sense. My brother likes you a lot,
hmm
and he plays as an Argonian.
I like to be stealthy characters
Why didn't you go with the Dark Elf then?
because I don't like them.
Dark elves aren't actually that stealthy.
Now I'm racist. I don't like the way dark elves look.
I'm a Dark Elf guy, but actually no, I'm a Drow guy. I like D&D Dark Elves.
The only thing I hate is that one of the main perks for Argonians is fast swimming. I mean, it's a cool perk, but I want something cooler as an Argonian.
Something
I
that's
want
not
something I can.
Aquaman useless.
I want something that I can use. Yeah, exactly. I
Oh,
want
wait.
something I can use
Well,
in
okay,
battle.
it could be like it was in Morrowind, where your water breathing ability was a power.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, in all the games, they can always breathe underwater.
Yeah, I know. What I mean is
But yeah.
you have to cast it to breathe underwater.
By the way,
Yeah.
Although that was
That's
because
always
of
a
the
good thing about them.
about Bethesda glitches, by the way, one of the best perks you can get in Fallout 4 is one that lets you don't get any irradiation from being in water, and you can breathe underwater in one perk. Like one level of the perk lets you do that.
Mhm.
And after I got that, the first time I used it, my guy refused to swim. He would only walk on the surface, like the bottom of the water. I was like the opposite of Jesus.
Okay, can I
It's
just?
not the Antichrist, I think.
I've been talking to my friend, and she just keeps on sending me these updates about this book she's
I thought
reading.
you were gonna say
It's
nudes.
really kind of entertaining because I have no idea what the book is about. And
Is there
she just
vampire
keeps on
armpit
sending
sex?
me these updates about, oh no, it's going horribly again. The brothers are fighting. I'm like, okay, I don't really know anything about the brothers, but that's cool. But
Is there-
Is this Erica?
no, this is Mariah. She's
Carrie?
Jerem's niece, actually.
Is there
Yeah.
vampire armpit sex? A lot of people, if you get that reference, I love you.
The first thing that came to mind when
If
you
you
said
guys
that
have-
was a scene.
It's from The Hunt. It's pretty much.
Don't replace that
I don't
H.
like vampire books, but I did like that book. I'll be honest. I
pretty
did enjoy that book. It had a really awesome, just
haven't finished it.
mind-blowing ending.
I don't read much.
And
I'm dumb.
that's funny because I'm pretty sure everybody considers you the smart one in the group. And
I
yet,
just realized
Kellen
something.
and me probably read way more than you
Dude,
do.
guys, you know it's a really weird thing? I'm Patrick, he's SpongeBob, you're Squidward.
That's so true.
Here's one of the things to say.
Actually, no, you're too happy to be
Foray
Squidward.
is trapped in the void with Gaster, forever probably being tortured forever. Baby
Sorry.
Teeth just almost killed Edgy and his own brother while having
And she,
a
this
night
book
terror,
sounds edgy.
and now incredibly guilty. Edgy is incredibly guilty for being attacked by Baby Teeth, even though it's not his fault. And
That's such
needing
a weird
to be protected
sentence.
by
Edgy
Cypress, Baby Teeth's brother. And
Baby
that's incredibly
Teeth.
vague, unspecific version.
I love.
Apparently it's some sort of, I'm not sure if this is the book she's reading, or apparently she's reading, like, these guys did,
Fan
like,
fiction?
no, these guys did a thing where they
Josh loves fan fiction. Especially
basically do a
poly-related.
D&D thing, and then they write
Kellen?
out the story,
Oh,
and they
shut up.
release it to everybody.
That's how
so they can
Elder Scrolls
enjoy
is
it.
made.
Well, yeah, I know that.
By the way, guys, plug for our channel. We're gonna be doing a D&D series as well, so look out for that. You know,
Are we?
plug, shameless plug.
Are
Yeah.
we? Oh.
Yeah, for whoever wants to join.
And now, the editor, Bo the editor, and
he's gonna be in it.
our other member Connor. You guys can join if you want.
Sure.
I'm gonna be DMing.
I'm down.
Me
I've never actually played a real tabletop RPG. I really want to though.
Yeah, you can come over and you can record from here, and they'll record from their houses. But
Sweet.
I will be DMing with. My voice is really bad, but I can do good voices.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I can too.
no, there was a friend Dimitri. He's kind of based off from another YouTube D&D thing I was watching, but Dimitri is
So when you
I
do
forgot what he
it,
was.
you full on role play where you talk
sometimes.
to the characters. I would do that.
We do a lot of the time. It's kind of given it's not super serious, but I'm trying to get the guys. By the way, our current we're going to be doing a new campaign starting from the recording, so we don't just jump you guys halfway into a campaign. But the one I'm doing with Bo and Connor and another one of our friends, they are messed up people. They chose to do an evil campaign all by their own.
Well, Connor loves to be dark characters.
Our friend Connor became a pyromancer so he can heat up his hand. And by the way, it is nothing close to official D&D. It is basically, I'm using D&D as a guideline. And a lot of it's just mine. I have pages and pages of my own personal
I
ones.
feel like those are usually the funnest.
Yeah.
Guys,
But no.
we should totally make a, if we're not doing full on legit D&D, we should make our own world out of based on D&D.
That's the point of all D&D
Is it?
campaigns. You make your own world.
Yeah.
You just
We
use
should-
the guidelines of monster manuals, which I need to get.
What
one
I
of
was gonna
those,
say
but-
is we should totally just make a fucked up cyberpunk world where everything sucks and
Yeah.
everyone is an asshole and nobody's a good guy. And
We're gonna be doing a lot of
make the
campaigns
worst,
of
the
different
absolute
genres,
worst
I like.
stories that you can
Mhm.
possibly make.
Yeah. We might do a rapture
make every single event that's ever happened. Make it like the Shao Tucker Nina thing from Fullmetal Alchemist. That level
Oh, yeah.
of bad.
Oh, by the way, another shameless plug that's not related to the channel. We were talking about it earlier. A lot of people don't like it, but Minecraft, saying that out there, I have a server, which I'm going to be putting the link in the description. Speaking of roleplay, it's a roleplay server in a post-apocalyptic-esque world that it's called Rapture. Basically, it's not religious at all. It's just a bunch of people 90% of the planet disappeared, just in a second, and a lot of technology doesn't work, except in certain areas called hotspots.
And thus they dubbed it the Rapture since it had
Yeah.
a close connotation with this.
It was called Rapture in the early days, but now people just refer to the event as the apocalypse. And
Okay. Well, we should probably backtrack and talk more about that in the
I'm just pointing it out there. That's all I'm talking about it. But yeah,
D&D
Yeah.
podcast.
but we might be doing a D&D in a world that's based on a parallel universe of that.
Stay tuned.
And then,
Oh yeah.
so it's not gonna. Our first one's probably gonna be medieval classic. Well, I say medieval classic, but it's gonna be medieval. But there's gonna be tinkering because a slight bit of steampunk in something is always good. And
Everyone loves steampunk.
yeah, but different genres.
Cyberpunk's better.
Yeah. We'll probably have a bunch of different genres D&Ds once we're done
So
with
the
certain
battle
campaigns.
begins.
So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go back to the anime section.
Well, we were talking about video games, but
Yeah.
now we should
Talking about
speaking
anime
of-
and the
let's
anime
try to
section
go
and
back
video
to
games
anime.
and the video
Speaking
game
of
section. Talking over each other, we're great. Professionals.
Speaking of
top quality.
Speaking of
Competence.
the Shao Tucker Nina thing, Full Metal Alchemist,
Brother.
that show is amazing. Both
Mhm.
shows are amazing, and I know that people like to take sides. And the conclusion I've come up with is really both shows do different things better than the other. Like there are things that even as people always go, "Oh, Brotherhood's so much better. Oh, the original is so much better." They always
They're both
take
good.
They're both really fantastic, and the thing is,
Brotherhood's
Brotherhood's-
closer to the manga, but
Yeah,
the original's its own take on it.
yeah, and at the same time, I'm talking individual elements here.
It's hard for originalists with Full Metal Alchemist because technically they're both original.
Yeah,
Well,
it's messed up.
really, okay. From here on out, if we say Full Metal Alchemist,
We're talking about the normal
we're talking
one.
about we're talking about the 2003 version.
Yeah,
If
that's
we
what I'm
say
saying.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you said the manga one. I misheard you. But if
I don't know what
we
it
say Brotherhood, we're talking about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So what I've come to the conclusion of is that was a weird phrasing. What I've basically said for myself is, yeah, Brotherhood, in general, it's got better animation, and it's got a much more cohesive story, but the characters are far more developed in Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah, especially with the Show Tucker and Nina thing.
And the Hughes family.
Yeah.
The Hughes family had very little impact in
Oh
Brotherhood.
my god.
Brotherhood kind of seems like a something you'd watch after.
But
the other one.
Yeah.
even
Because
Guys,
I'm just probably
remem-
they didn't want to do too much reiteration of what was in the old.
Guys, I'm just remembering the funeral.
Oh my gosh.
Why are they burying Daddy?
Oh, if we
Oh.
can, we're gonna need to put that clip in this video. Just let everybody experience it and cry with us, because that was
Jurassic Park music
every
is always
time
sad.
that scene.
that scene is
By the way, I'd like
You have to be
heartbreaking.
heartless not to be sad at that scene.
Yeah, by the way, I'd like to point out before we get into things or any stereotypes made for us, I'll cry at a sad scene and something, dude. If it's sad, I'll shed a few tears. I won't like. I'll have a couple tears. My voice will get a bit, wobbly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a sad scene. That's the point of a sad scene. I mean,
It's a manly sadness. We have manly sadness here.
we don't bawl like babies.
Mm-hmm.
Be a real man.
But
The only-
we're also man enough to admit that
Only
scene
real
can
men
make us
can
cry.
embrace their feminist side.
Then again,
Well, not feminist.
Not
Not feminist.
Not feminist side.
Feminism side.
Guys-
Feminine side.
Yes.
guys, I
There you
thought
go.
we said we weren't gonna get into that side
We're
of
not
you.
getting there for
If you're feminazi, I hate you.
Damn it, Kellen! Why
Okay,
do you
no,
keep doing this?
I have nothing against feminists. Screw feminazis.
You're going to bring them here.
No. Hey, no. I
Don't
see
bring
you.
them.
No, I see you putting that dislike in that comment. No. Stop it, Cheryl.
The perfect name.
I just freaked
Sorry,
out.
Cheryl.
Some chick named Cheryl is just freaked. Yeah. Go back to your cabbage.
Go back to your guy.
Oh, okay.
But,
Interruption, real quick. I have to tell a story. Cabbage
Okay.
and D&D.
Cabbage and D&D.
Are we ever gonna get to talk about anime?
No, probably not.
No, probably not.
We'll record for 6 more hours and then we'll get it done. But no,
This is gonna be a long podcast, isn't it?
it's gonna take 3 full days to
Well,
record.
we have 3 people here that are all perfectly willing to rant for hours on
Yeah.
end.
Yeah,
So
I-
our
we
do need
podcasts
to-
are going to be long.
Yeah.
We do need to decide
Well,
though
okay,
on a
entertaining.
limit.
Okay,
as
we say
well.
this. Most podcasts are like 3 hours 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say the
So-
ideal time is like 2 hours actually.
And I'm sure
Anyway.
our podcast where we get better is it goes on
Yeah.
because we'll have
But
less.
no,
We'll know what
just
we're
quick
doing.
story. I kind of want to tell a few quick stories because I've DM'd a couple campaigns for my gang, which is going to include these guys soon, hopefully. I feel like Josh would really like it. Levi's more of a game master himself, but I feel he could get into it.
yeah.
Because the worlds, I mean, they have set lore, but they're changed. Basically, in the current campaign with the guys I was talking about, where they're all evil, they have. When I say they're evil, they resurrected a dark god.
Whew.
Gain powers. One of them has a power. Like they have powers
I've
from
done
the.
that a lot in my
Yeah.
D&D.
Yeah, but they resurrected the dark god, with like they went through an entire quest to do it, and freaking to the point they get an ability where once per long rest they can make somebody do something.
Hail Sithis.
Basically, but basically just imagine.
I like Molly-Ball.
Yeah.
He's kind of my Dark Lord.
I'm a
Azura.
Nocturnus kind of person. Thieves Guild.
I'm an Azura person
But-
because I like Morrowind.
But no,
Yeah.
anyway. So imagine this.
Voldemort is stupid. He would start it. Him and
Anyway,
his stupid
Hopefully, while he's sucking it, he
Stupid
doesn't run out of
not
air
nose.
because he doesn't have a nose.
No, he has air holes though.
I know
Wait.
it's a.
I know, but no, guys.
Don't take it too literal now.
Okay, imagine this. It's a simple power. You can make somebody do one thing per day, or per long rest, right? It's not that bad. Except one of our guys walked up to the champion who's supposed to be this really high level guy. He's a Dragonborn, not like Skyrim Dragonborn, D&D Dragonborn, where they're dragon people. And he has a sword that's made out of this crystal, and it's like really powerful magic. And he walks up to him and just whispers in his ear, "Kill yourself." And so the Dragonborn goes, alright, and stabs the sword into him. His health goes down not even an eighth. And his sword's super powerful. And then he has a magic sword which will create an explosion. Like, will tear apart somebody's, not like tear apart their molecules, but teleport them at a molecular level. So it'll just, yeah. Basically, the guy, he's this giant ripped Dragonborn who explodes.
Literally ripped now, right?
Yeah. But no, he puts his hand on the blade.
Look at that
Pack. They're in this giant, like, mead hall. It is all painted red. One of them turns invisible and parkours out. The other just takes his thing. So everyone's like, has blood in their eyes except him because he's shielded. Takes his stuff and they leave.
Dude.
I'll point out, before they did a Dark God, Connor he's a pyromancer who can heat up his hand. There was a guard who they were just going to walk past, get away free. Connor grabbed his face and melted the flesh on one side of his face, but left him alive specifically to have a nemesis. And on the cabbage fact, whatever, cabbage fact, yeah.
Cabbage
That
Patch
actually sounds like
Kids.
something I might do if I'm an evil character, just to make it funner.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
It's not a word. Anyway.
I don't care.
Funimation. You should be watching.
Hi, Satan.
Have
Again.
you ever known me as a person who cares?
You do when I do it. Anyway.
Funner?
Yeah. Or when I don't say real
Oh
words.
my gosh, the phonetic fascism is way too real right now.
Anyway.
Grammar Nazi for those who did not just get what I just said.
I
just
can
said
say
just
funner
three
if I
times in
want. Leave me alone.
But no, in another campaign we're doing, they had this weird obsession with cabbages, like lettuce.
My cabbages!
But no, yeah, but like
That's what
that
I was
level.
gonna reference. Good job.
But no, it's
High five me.
basically they started and there was like a box of cabbages. I just kind of like this box of cabbages, some turnips, and then they're like, okay.
Your mom's a turn.
Well, I was like, they'll restore 1 HP point per eating food because whatever. That's what food
terrible.
does. Because the point is, it's not Skyrim or like a Bethesda game where you can just like middle of a fight just scarf down.
You just break your arm. You're just like, oh crap! I broke my arm.
Let's
I better
eat
eat this apple. That'll fix it.
Let's eat 7 metric tons of food.
I better get some vitamin C in me.
Vitamin
yeah.
cram. Anyway, but no.
Yeah.
Basically, they got obsessed with these cabbages, and they were throwing them at people and getting nat 20s at knocking people out with cabbages. And
That is amazing.
Then again, I guess putting a needle in you doesn't make sense for mending a broken wound in Fallout either.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
actually,
I like
it's
about New
supposed to be like
Vegas.
a-
Because in New Vegas,
survival mode.
survival mode... With,
Actually, no, they have survival
Hard-
mode in Fallout
well,
4 now.
do they?
Yeah.
Well, either way, stim packs don't do
You also can't-
anything for broken
Actually,
limbs. You have
it's-
to use a doctor's bag.
It's
Which
also
makes sense.
actually it's
Oh yeah.
it's harder in the new Fallout because you can't even save unless you sleep.
Damn!
It's hard, and there's hard and then very hard and then survival. It's a ramp up from very hard. So
Yeah, the
But
thing
no,
I like about New
it's
Vegas
not just a
is that-
mode, so it's super.
That's what I like about New Vegas, where it's
Yeah.
just a mode. So if you don't want to play it on the very hard mode,
Yeah.
you can play it on easy mode,
Yeah.
but have hardcore mode.
I'm
But no,
pretty sure you
um,
guys are both New Vegas guys, right?
I'm a
Actually,
Fallout 3.
Kellen's
I just that one scene in 3 with Liberty Prime and all that vertebrates, love it. Anyway, on that, so they had this weird obsession with cabbages where they got this pretty much. You guys remember that thing from Harry Potter? It's a ball with like something in it, and it hits people. It was like a leather ball.
Yeah, isn't that from?
Are
Isn't
you,
that
talking,
from
are you
Quidditch?
talking about the Quidditch thing?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it was
Yeah.
pretty much a smaller one of those, but it was made of like chitin, like a brown chitin,
Oh.
like the bug exoskeleton flesh.
Yeah.
I thought it was chitin.
Whatever you call it. Basically, they named it
Let's-
cabbage, and because they would throw it at people and knock them out, and then it would return.
I just wanna just go ahead in advance. If we do get a lot of views, can you guys just not comment about how we say certain words?
Yeah.
Or be
You
grammar
can't ask that of
Nazis,
the internet,
okay?
Levi. You can't.
Actually, what I was gonna say is
I mean, I'm sure people are gonna do it just because I said that.
Well, no,
but
what I was
then
gonna
it'll
say
be a joke.
is we should make it a contest and see who can make the snarkiest response, grammar Nazi response.
But don't be a dick about it. That's a motto for life. Don't be a dick about it.
That
Don't
doesn't
be a
work on
dick.
that doesn't work on YouTube though.
That's a good point. Anyway.
No, I say whoever can make the one that makes us cringe or shriek back in pain
Not pain, more of just like, oh god.
Let's have some creative comments.
Some creative terrible.
Creatively hurtful
Yeah.
comments toward us.
You guys are idiots.
No,
I am
this
not
is
asking for it.
fun.
Levi's not asking for it, so send them all his way.
No.
Anyway,
we
but no.
love the hate.
Yep, I don't. Anyway, I'm gonna get more of it. Great job, Kellen. Anyway,
Yeah.
no.
Send all the
basically-
hate to Kellen because he doesn't
Okay,
want it.
so-
me and Josh, hate goes right over us. Bring it on.
Wow, you're challenging the internet. Anyway, but so after the cabbage thing, they find themselves on a pirate ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pirate. I was like, what's something original? His peg leg is a cannon.
I'm thinking of that
It's
from
not
a
it's not
physics
original.
standpoint.
Sounds like something that would be in an 80s.
That
anime.
sounds
But he shoots
really, really painful, to be
Yeah,
honest.
That sounds like a really bad idea. I'm pretty sure it would break one of his joints.
Yeah. Soda cannon arm.
Soda can arm.
Yeah.
Can arm?
I can arm.
No, I just thought of giant Pepsi can. But no. Anyway, so this guy, Connor kills his pirate and throws a spear at the captain. For literally 40 consecutive rolls between them, like 20 for each of them, basically, or like roughly that. They got nat 20s on catching it and throwing it back. So literally, the entire battle's going on to the point where everybody stopped fighting and just watched. And then Connor eventually goes, screw it, and throws at one of the other pirates. And then they blew up the boat. Simple items. They
That
find
wasn't in
they,
it.
they find ways
Yeah,
to
he's
make
really good with doing noises like that.
these idiots find the most creative
I'll need you
ways.
to do that from time to time.
They find the most
I'll need
creative
that.
ways to find
My best
to
but
use simple items.
Is with my
Like-
slapping my knees.
But yeah,
What were you saying, Kellen?
simple things have been used in the most creative ways. You can make somebody do something. They make a really difficult guy just kill himself. They have a little like rocket thing that when it hits wood will explode depending on how much wood there is. They used it on a pirate ship, made almost entirely out of wood. It's a simple item. It's just like
I don't know about the other guy, but I know Connor is pretty resourceful and creative D&D player.
yeah, I don't know. He's also super messed up.
Yeah.
He had
But that's what makes him fun to D&D with.
Mhm. Yeah. Anyway, so we can finally, guys, switch
Okay.
fully to anime.
Anime.
Full Metal
Hopefully.
Alchemist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anybody switches to video games or any other topic,
Doorknob.
both the other people get to punch them in the eye.
Doorknob.
Let's keep the door
Usually
as far away
that's
as
just
possible.
for farting, and usually you can say safety
Yeah.
first. and-
Nope. It has to be a doorknob.
Safety first.
Anyway, anime. Let's just list off anime that are good. I'll go first. Game is life. Game is love.
Oh my god.
No game, no life.
Okay, well, him and me haven't seen near as much of that as you.
Log
I'm pretty sure
Horizon,
him and me have only seen.
SAO, not Naruto, Bleach.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Way to make people hate you, Kellen. You're just gonna get so much hate.
Sorry. There,
This
used
is
to-
Kellen
okay.
versus the world. We should name our podcast, or not our podcast. This particular episode, we should name our first episode Kellen
Are you-
versus
Every
the
single
world.
idea we
Are
had
you
to
saying
name this
I'm Scott Pilgrim? I don't
Yeah.
want to be Michael Cera.
Well, it's just every single thing we've had idea to name this podcast has been against people that are going to be mad against you for something.
Or all of us.
Kellen versus the internet.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fight. That, like, just imagine, just to let you guys know, we'll go through this. Well, Josh is an average sized 18-year-old. You're 18, right?
19.
19-year-old. Levi's the size of a 12-year-old and is 18.
Yeah.
I am,
actually pretty
So if
true.
you like that type of thing,
and I'm 16 and 6'3". So
it
it's
kind of goes in reverse with.
oh, except
height.
he's technically the oldest.
Yeah.
Now, I'm
yeah.
oldest and I'm bigger than you.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest and I'm bigger than both of you by like a good amount.
We're the size.
But I've also got the
both of us
sexiest
together
legs.
are you.
Yeah, that's actually really true. Like your overall mass is probably like an inch shorter than me.
Yep.
I'm fat. No. I'm not.
So
I'm not.
if you're into that kind of thing,
No.
we have 3 different types here. Okay, we got short and hairy, tall and skinny,
And hairy.
fat and large.
Okay, guys. We have short and hairy, medium size and hairy,
He's not that hairy.
If you've seen his legs.
I
Okay,
haven't seen
Bo,
it.
we're going to send you a picture and put it
We
up.
both have pretty hairy legs.
Bo, we're sending you a picture of his leg to put up on screen.
Okay. We
And-
need to have a leg comparison.
By the way,
picture.
I'd like to point out I'm not that fat. I'm a bit chubby.
Mhm.
Like, only in my torso area.
But at least he isn't hairy. I don't know. Some girls like him. Some girls like hairy though.
Now, I'd like to point out I'm probably the strongest here, though, because I'm 6'3" and naturally just stronger for being a bigger person.
Mhm.
I'm not, like,
Definitely be best here at wrestling.
me.
I said you definitely the best here
Oh.
at wrestling because you can just.
If we
Fall
were
on
trying to be
Wow.
accurate to what we actually are in a video game,
I'm a tank.
you'd be
I would
the like Nord warrior.
Yeah.
I'd be like
No, I'm an orc berserker. Fuck you, man.
okay.
Because I'm dumb and big. We talked about this.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know what I'd be because I mean I don't think I'm smart enough to be able to use magic, but
Dude,
I'm not
If magic was
sneaky
real, I
enough.
would totally.
I think you would be magic.
Would I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can just be the
You-
guy from Log
you
Horizon
don't-
pushing up your glasses all the time.
Ha, you're right.
He may not act like it at times, but he's intelligent.
He is intelligent.
He's gonna get a free ride to some fancy magic college.
Guys, he is not as intelligent as Orc Man.
And he plays piano, so
Orc big,
That's-
Orc strong,
that's pretty
Orc
magical.
brain of operations.
So yeah, I think Kellen would be the run in and get killed.
You say this.
He would do magic.
No, you say
And
this.
You'd be the archer, I think.
Yeah,
Stay
I'd
as
probably
far away from it as possible and
Guys,
pick them off at a
guys,
distance.
can I point
yeah.
out, is this weird that I'm probably the only one here who actually does archery?
I probably
I
wouldn't
used to
be an
when I was
archer in
younger.
real life. I don't really like archery. I probably want to be stealthy.
It's so funny because I'm a huge stealth
What?
gamer
Yeah,
and I
super
play
stealthy
magic play styles all
I've
the
seen you
time.
stealth before. Like Connor's house. We were trying to
Okay.
sneak back. We were literally trying to sneak past Connor's parents' room so we could just go sit outside. And Levi literally stepped on a teacup. I'm not even kidding.
A teacup.
A teacup, yeah. No, a teacup.
T-top.
He steps on it and goes. We hear, wait for a second, hear a snore. He goes up the stairs and steps on the one step and goes. That we all know does that. And me and Connor purposely avoid in front of him. And then he ends up, he's just like over it and walks up normally. And then he goes up and slams the door. His parents did not wake up, but that's just because they're
Well,
used to.
Maybe I just know what they'll notice.
No. So you're
Maybe I'm just that good. I
He's
just don't care
just-
because I know it wasn't gonna wake him up.
He's just that smart, people.
I'm just that smart. Yeah.
Levi's. Actually, no. We were talking about this earlier. If we were like fantasy races, I would be an orc because I'm dumb and big. Levi would be a hobbit because he's short, stocky, and hairy, but not quite beard hairy.
No. Well, I don't like beards. The instant
So
I
he
see stubble,
cannot be a dwarf.
Get out of
Even dwarven women have beards.
here. Yes.
And then he would probably either be.
Some think that there aren't dwarf women because of their facial hair. They just think that dwarves pop out of the ground.
Great reference.
Anyway, but no, Josh would either be boringly a human. No, that's what I think he would be. You would be a human in a fantasy universe. You wouldn't be an elf.
Well,
You
if
wouldn't
I
be
was, I guess I could see myself as a dark elf because
Yeah, you could be a dark elf.
You know, I'm either a dark elf or a
No,
gnome.
okay, you could be a
Or
dark elf.
Breton.
You could be a dark elf, but you
Yeah.
cannot be a drow. Which are
I mean, an Elder
I always
Scrolls,
imagine him
a
as
Dunmer.
some sort of elf.
yeah, he could be a Dunmer like an Elder Scrolls dark elf, but he could not be a classic D&D because
Yeah.
they're a bit more like I don't know. I always saw it's probably tons of people have different opinions. I always saw dark elves in like drow D&D. I always saw them as agile kind of swashbucklers.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Like
think
the kind
dark elf, I just think
Stand up. There you go.
And whenever you do that, I think of
Hey there, smooth skin. Why walk when you can ride?
I'm perfectly fine
why
with
ride when
being
you can take a
hobbit,
scroll and
because
jump 3,000
Oh.
feet in the air.
that reminds me.
hobbits
Speaking,
have the best personalities.
yeah, and the
Hobbits are
lowest
just
skill
so,
set
That
other
is
than
just so
stealth.
lovable. I
Mr.
don't-
Frodo.
Oh,
Like, Sam isn't a warrior, obviously.
He
But
fights
me
a lot though, actually.
Considering myself Sam,
and that's for my
it's
old
just the best
Gaffer.
thing.
Yeah.
I'd way rather be
Guys,
Sam
can I point
than
out?
a super powerful guy.
Guys, can I point out? Screw Frodo. Sam is the hero of that story.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because
he
does
did have to
anybody
carry the ring a lot longer.
does anybody
Yeah,
remember?
but I imagine Sam would have just been like, "Hey, Sauron, fuck you."
Does
Because that's his style, yeah.
No, I imagine Sam would be like, "Oh no, Mr. Sauron, I'm sorry, I can't. My
Does-
allegiance is to Mr. Frodo."
Yeah.
He is like the epitome of loyalty. He is the
Yeah.
Ron Weasley of that universe, minus the
Exactly.
tantrum in like the 7th.
Okay, does
Yeah.
anybody remember the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings cartoon, the one with the rotoscoping, where Boromir looked like he had a beard, like he looked like a Viking almost? Like, do you remember that?
Boromir.
Yeah, Boromir had like a red beard and a Viking hat. It only did the Fellowship of the Ring, but it was classic. And Kellen left the room, and I kind of want him to hear this since he was the one talking about it. But
Oh, well, spoiler alert.
Guys, you guys,
Kellen took a dump.
no, I did not. Shut up. You guys are forgetting an important fact. One does not simply let Sean Bean live in anything.
he wasn't Sean Bean in that in the Ralph Bakshi version.
Shut up.
And
It
oh
counts.
wait, well okay. Point is,
I mean-
Frodo actually had a backbone in that version. Like you know the
Yeah.
scene on Weathertop where they, you know, the hobbits are being attacked by the ring raids.
Guys, can I point out?
I just need
Guys,
to
can
let
I
that
point
out?
out that Dementors are just really
How come I can-
sexual ring wraiths?
Oh, that is way too true.
How come I can never remember the name of the Hobbit in The Hobbit?
Bilbo Baggins?
Okay, there we go.
You can never remember Bilbo Baggins.
You mean
I can-
Dildo Faggins?
I always think he has a different name for some
You
reason.
realize it's
Like,
funny because
Bilbo's my favorite, man.
yeah, Bilbo is awesome. I don't know why people seem
Bilbo
to really
Baggins.
hate the Hobbit movies for some reason.
Oh.
I mean, yeah,
Actually,
they
it
weren't
works.
Lord of the Rings, but they were.
I like the Hobbit movies.
They were good.
I like the whole idea with
I
the
mean,
Black
I'm sure
Arrow.
lots of people get kind of pissed off that they're added.
Hey
What's his
guys,
face?
another unpopular opinion. I didn't mind the prequel Star Wars movies. You're gonna hate me.
I didn't hate them. I didn't like them. I just kind of meh them.
Yeah,
I like
me
the
too.
action.
I liked them.
I'm sure you hear that a lot from me for the podcast. Is I like the action.
He's an actionophile.
Get the action.
He wants to get some action.
I'm a survivor. Watch Kung Fury, best 80s movie that's not from the 80s ever.
Can't wait for the sequel. It's gonna
That
be great.
just flew right over my head. I have
Oh my
no
god,
idea.
Josh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
We have to
okay,
show
guys. We'll show him Kung Fury. I'm
Hey,
sure he'll
guys,
know what it is next
guys,
time. We apologize.
Just to let you
for
guys
his
know,
ignorance,
I gave him a
but-
little kiss on the neck. Oh, fan fiction, do whatever you want.
I don't think people are gonna make fan fictions off this podcast.
Not this particular one, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, well, we'll see if we end up
Hey,
actually
bro,
getting
No.
views.
Any of you people.
Why would you encourage?
You
fan
encouraged hate.
fiction?
And because I'm not going to
I
read it,
encourage
I'm going to
hate
avoid it.
because it's entertaining. I like to. Okay,
This
this
just
is gonna
in.
get people pissed
Kellen
off too, but I like
is
to
a
see people
Yowie
get pissed off.
fanboy.
Wait, what? What's... Oh, yeah. We were talking about it earlier, weren't we?
He's a fuzzy.
No, I am not. By the way, pointing out
No,
our
no.
Connor, who will be on our... Throwing him under the bus here, because
Oh.
the internet hates it.
Yep.
Well, actually, they either hate it or love it. I'm very neutral. I don't really care either way. But because he's kind of a dick to me sometimes, he's a brownie. Think about that.
And a furry.
Is he?
Well, I mean, he's a brony, so.
I don't think he watches brony porn. You could be a brony and not be like, oh yeah, look at that.
Did you
horse
say a
dick?
porny?
Connor, I believe that Connor is a porny.
We've come
I
up.
honestly believe that with all my
Guys,
heart.
by the way,
Connor, if you watch this podcast, I'm sorry that we're
Fuck
throwing
off.
you under the bus, but
I'm
I'm
not.
pretty sure you're a porny.
Mulligan.
For for Bo, when you edit this, you can go ahead and throw whatever you want about Brony on there on the screen, some meme or whatever.
Just as long
Oh,
as
you
it
guys-
doesn't get us taken off.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't get us flagged, please.
You know what's fantastic though?
I kind of feel bad for Bo because he has to
a lot
he
of
has to
work.
listen to all of this.
How's he gonna tell who is saying what?
I feel bad for
Don't
the
really
people who
matter
view
for
this.
that, no?
They have to read. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I never finish podcasts. At a certain point, I'm like, well, it's been 2 hours. I better go do something with my life before I kill myself.
See, that's why I like one of my favorite podcasts is Podtaku, which
Wait.
unfortunately is not a thing anymore as of a month ago. Which is
Wait.
really depressing.
So that's why I like. That's why I like to mention the comments. Keep the viewers kind of engaged with our podcast.
Yeah.
Not just a listening thing.
Point is,
We're gonna listen to you. We're gonna read your comments.
We're gonna listen to you, and then we're going to fuck you.
Oh.
Just
no.
ignore that
Hey,
last part.
Hey, at least I'm romantic about it and I listen. I'm not just a sex machine.
You'll buy you a drink.
Stop
first.
being so sexist, guys.
I know he did with Josh. More fanfiction info.
I bought him a drink first, though.
Yep.
It had a roofie. But he was into it anyway.
Kellen?
Top quality.
Na
right
na
here, you guys.
na na. Inappropriate Jurassic Park music. Let them fight. Wait, that's the wrong movie. That's it's not Let them fight. Wait,
Oh,
why
so-
would we let them fight?
Oh my god, it's Godzilla.
How long have we been doing this podcast?
An hour and 50 minutes?
That's it.
55?
Yeah, let's finish the anime section and then the other section and not rant too much about video games.
Okay, let's
Okay.
finish off on the last animes we want to talk about. SAO, Code Geass. Let's just do them one at a time. Let's start with
SAO.
SAO. Okay.
Okay, who wants to start on this one? Because I'm pretty sure we all have different opinions on this one.
I think that we should.
Actually, no, let's do it in chronological order, because you like a certain amount, then I like a certain amount, then he likes a certain
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, me.
You
I
can say
loved
this
the
in a few words.
first 3 episodes. I felt like they were, they actually went with the idea of, yeah, people die when they are killed. I'm sorry, I had to make this up. But they actually went with the
Wait.
fact that this is dark. You're gonna die
Holy
if you
crap.
die.
If we die in the game, we die in real life.
If we die in the game, we die for real.
Well, yeah, they
Wow,
actually
really?
played
Gotta
with
keep
that,
that tab
and
open.
it seemed
Yeah,
like it
keep
was
that
going
tab
to.
open.
It seemed like
Watch
it was.
SEO Bridge. Sorry,
Yeah.
continue.
I'm pretty sure I know who did that. But anyway, the what was I saying? Oh yeah. So they actually played with it, and they actually addressed the fact that this is a tragic situation.
Mhm.
This is not good. And then and the characters were really cool. I really was looking forward to seeing more of Klein, and
I know,
Asuna
right?
seemed like
Klein
such a
was
good.
so underused.
Yeah.
Klein
He's
is my
actually
favorite
kind of
character.
pathetic in my opinion, and I'm a huge fan of the show. But
But
I
um,
love Klein.
we need more Klein.
Klein. Klein is
That's
life.
like
Klein is love.
that's like if they got rid of a bunch of Sokka.
Yeah, that's like getting rid of Sokka from
Well,
Avatar.
yeah.
Imagine if
You
you
would not
watched
watch it.
Avatar without Sokka.
It would be
Well, he was just a
significantly
face in the crowd, and you're like,
Yeah.
I love Sokka.
Yeah.
I want
Well,
more Sokka, but they're
but-
not giving you Sokka.
but what I was saying
That's
is
how I
like
feel about that.
I was looking forward to seeing more of Klein, and Asuna seemed like she was actually going to be a legitimately good character.
She
And
wasn't, actually, think about it, she wasn't that prevalent in the first.
the first 3 episodes, the only she
They
didn't do very
actually
much.
go more into Asuna in Sword Art Online 2 than they do the first one,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
but I didn't get that far.
I
I watched the first half of the
Yeah.
first season because I already knew how the second half of the season was going to be. I watched like 3 episodes of that one, and by that point, I was done with it because I liked the first 3 episodes of the first season and watched it to the 3rd episode of the second arc, and
Mhm.
it just went downhill. Asuna
Yeah.
just became a generic tsundere, and then every single episode was, oh yeah, let's add a yet another,
Kel-
romantic stereotype, and every
Do-
single
do
one
you
of
know
them,
Tsundere is?
angry
Hey.
woman.
Anyway, basically, my opinion is I liked the first season. Okay, the first arc of the first season. I wasn't really into that. Because
So like basically
You didn't
everything
like the
that I
fairy crap.
actually could stomach.
basically, once they got into Alfheim, that's what it was.
Yeah,
right?
Alpine, yeah.
I did not like the fact that it was pretty much a story being like Austin. Sorry for the pause there. I shouldn't think words. Austin's parents are like, well, let's basically just sell our daughter into marriage of a guy who's going to rape her, even though she cannot object to it in any way.
Yeah.
But it's like
Sound effect timing. Mint.
It's lit.
no, it's
It's lit.
No, sound effect timing. Chocolate mint.
Ooh. Oh my. George Takei. Oh my.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh
continue.
my.
Continue, Kellen.
But yeah, and then I kind of got into the whole crap. What was the game called in SAO2 in the first part?
What?
The gun one.
Oh, gun game.
Yeah, gun game. I got into that, and then I was kind of like. Then they got into the second part with like, I think they go back to Elfheim.
Yeah.
But I heard they went back to Elfheim, but then made Asuna the main character,
Yeah.
and Asuna was actually like what she was in episodes 1 through 3.
She was actually a good character by that.
Instead of just,
Mhm.
oh, Kirito, please save me, or, oh, I'm angry at you,
But to be fair, it is kind of hard
Oh.
to make a kind of build upon a character who's stuck in a cage.
Yeah.
It's
But
kind
how-
of hard to
but-
go astray from the damsel in distress.
But picture this. Why the hell is Kirito the main character? Because Kirito is not very good. He's literally just...
Fast.
This is literally what he is. Oh yeah, I'm in real life, I'm a complete social outcast, and yet I'm a chick magnet.
Yeah.
His entire
That's like
character...
every anime though.
Well, his entire character is wish fulfillment. He is exactly what every gamer wishes they were, but as a character, he is the most bland, one-dimensional, pathetically written character that I've ever had the
He's-
displeasure of seeing
By
in
the
my
way,
anime.
can I
He's
point out?
kind of a Master Chief.
Yeah,
the
but
old
they-
Master Chief.
Yeah, pre 343. Like,
Well,
yeah.
okay.
Pre-343.
Yes, and that's what I have. That's the problem that I have with the 343 games. They focus on the chief. and
Wait,
he's not-
hey, doorknob,
Wait.
Damn it.
doorknob.
Okay.
Okay. So
I
that
didn't
was just
fart,
a slight reference, but
No,
Yeah,
I
but
wasn't
we
going.
made like little hints, and he's like, "I'm gonna go into it." No.
No, I was just saying that is the same problem as that.
Yeah.
You don't focus on a character who's not a character in the first place.
They're to put yourself in the shoes of. Although I don't know, I kind of really wish how there was the whole task force getting rid of like internet threats with the whole Game Gear and all that. I really wish Kirito would have gone into that and been like an online cop,
yeah, that's what I was expecting
like
it to be.
detective kind of. Like
I actually went
like Special
to
Force.
SoccerCon, not this year, but the year before that, and
Was it last year? I thought it was the year before that.
That's what he just
Yeah,
said.
that's
No,
what
the
you
year
said.
before.
the
one
year
he's talking
before
about.
this year,
Yeah,
the
whatever.
spring before this one, and I got to see the first episode of Sword Art Online, or not the first episode. Actually, I thought it was the first episode when I first watched it, but it ended up being like the fourth or fifth episode when it showed him being a part of like kind of task force and going into the game. So I thought he was going to be like a sort of online cop, and I thought that was a really cool idea.
Although
But
that
when I
sounds
actually-
really dumb.
When I
out of
actually
context.
watched the show, I realized that wasn't what it was.
Like, I think it would have been great
Basically,
if they could upload his character in any game.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny is if the whole online comp thing. The first thing that comes to mind is, oh
NSA.
yeah, what? No, yeah.
There wouldn't be
It's
that many situations.
What
for
was
an
it? There
online
was
cop,
okay.
though.
So
mean,
Gigik, another YouTuber
it'd be
that
more
I'm,
like Task
that I'm
Force.
a fan of, he basically explained it like this: when they basically when they explained the fact that you look like your in-game avatar, basically it was attractive women become fat geeks. Attractive males become fat geeks become fat geeks, and underage girls become FBI agents.
It was, it's funny. It was brought up in what's it called, the SAO Abridged, but it's a fact that there's very few ugly people in anime because they're like, let's see what you
Yeah.
all look like. Oh, attractive 20-somethings.
Good for you. Kinda gets rid of the whole cold light of day thing I had going on, but
Except for you, fatty.
you can hit the curve.
But no, it's unrealistic body images for people.
I don't think I saw one
There's
fat person in that crowd when they got changed to how they were supposed to be. Except for that one kid,
was the
of
fatty.
course. Just that one fatty. But it was like,
There's very
Okay.
few ugly people unless it's an anime where it's like meant to be everything.
I'm actually
ugly.
really into Sword Art Online, so I read the books too.
Yeah.
And in the books it mentions, everybody's weight got way worse than
Wait,
how they
that's a
advertise
weird
were.
thought. What about somebody who's like plays 2 accounts,
It'd be whichever account was being played when
Yeah.
it
or like,
happened.
or what about like? That's not the.
Like Balls Deep 69, he got stuck with that. He got stuck with that account. I know he was gonna change, but
You have to watch SAO Bridge to get that, but no.
yeah.
What about like you
Yeah.
know the systems that have
That sounds
like, they're
really weird out of
controlling multiple
context.
things at once.
Well, yeah, I know that, but
But no, I'm
keep
saying
in mind
like
the kind of interface they're using. They're using a headset. they've
they-
got
No, I'm
on
saying,
their
like,
They
brain.
can't control 2 accounts at once when
With
they're
one-
wearing.
That'd be like
No.
controlling 2
No.
Xboxes with one controller. You can't do that.
you can't.
No, it's different because you can't put on 2 headsets.
You can. You just look really dumb.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean
like you can't. It
the,
wouldn't work.
the headsets they had up at that point.
It's a joke.
It covered their entire head,
Yeah.
so you can't put on 2.
The other thing I was gonna say is, like, how they have, what's it called? Like machines that'll go through on a bunch of iterations. What if there was one of those playing at the time? So like a bunch of characters just meld into one. Imagine how terrifying that would seem. It's just like flesh going. It turns into like a computer.
It's funny because I've seen that before. It's a little known anime from the 90s called Serial Experiments Lane.
Is it from the 80s?
I just said from the 90s, Levi.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
And it's one of the
You have
most
to go commit seppuku. now.
mind-fuckery kind of
Swim
shows that I've
puku,
ever
actually.
seen. It's amazing.
Anyway.
Just saying, you guys need to watch it at some point. I'll have to show it to you, but it's
You'll have to show that to us
that's I meant you
God
guys.
damn it! God damn it, Levi. Anyway,
It's amazing. It's all on
and
YouTube,
too.
by the way.
It's just a second too late.
and then Levi likes all of it, so that's that.
Oh, hey.
Code Geass.
I'm gonna go into my beliefs on Sword Art Online.
He likes it.
Okay. Here we go. So,
You just be like, I like it. Okay, let's move on.
I really liked I pretty much just liked the first half of the first season. I actually felt like it got kind of boring after that. But thanks for playing Patty Cake.
Josh is
I have
really bad at patty
all the
cake.
books except for like one of Sword Art Online. I'm a big Sword Art Online geek, but I don't have as much hate for Alpha. Did you fart? I don't have as much hate for-
doorknob!
I don't have as much hate for Alpha Online as
Ow!
most people do.
Why'd you punch me?
I actually do like
Is that very
romance
punchable body?
stories. So,
Oh, by the
but
way,
also I was kind of about the tentacle part. I'm sure anybody who's watched
By the way, I'd like to point out
Sword Art Online.
that girl, I'm pretty sure, was underage, even by Japan standards, which is like 13.
At least they don't go like super far into that stuff. So they definitely have
like
a few tentacle rapey spots in Sword Art Online, and I was kind of like, really, at that point. But Sword Art Online 2 was really good. I know that I know that Sinon was
Stop it.
a lot of
Stop
is,
it.
like a lot of people's waifu. But yeah, I like Asuna better, especially when they elaborated on her in the
I like
Sword Art
Sinon.
Online 2.
I like Sinon's character. I don't like how she's super sexualized, but I like how
Yeah.
her struggle. It's really dark.
She has
She.
probably
Josh,
the
are you
best
gonna watch-
character in the series. Like,
Are you gonna?
okay,
watch
maybe
Sword
not the
Art
best
Online
character, but
It's all,
she's more in depth than most of
Do you
the
mind
people.
just?
And I think
bit of a
that's why
spoiler.
people liked her
I don't
so
care about
much.
spoilers.
Spoiler warning. Just put it out there. Give me a couple seconds. Okay? Alright. Basically, Sinon shoots somebody in real life. And that messes up her mind if you couldn't tell.
Who are we talking
She's
about?
the sniper chick from the second one.
She's from Sword Art Online 2.
But yeah,
Ah.
she is, and so in the game, she eventually finds the game and can use a gun and like snipe. But if there's ever a gun in real life, she loses it because she shot somebody. Eventually, it's resolved, and she meets the people of the family that she saved, and it sorts her out a bit. And freaking generic hero Kirito. That's actually probably the most. When he's actually saving people, he gets emotional, kind of a bit of depth.
Mhm.
But he's basically a white knight.
So basically, Yeah, like Kellen said, I pretty much do like all of the series. Unlike most people, like when it gets into the later seasons, I don't see it as losing the aspects of what the old show was. I'm pretty easy to please with most things in general. Like with the first season, I like that feeling of the season with the, okay, we can die. With the second season, I kind of like the romancy, more magical, enchanting aspect of that season. Yeah. And I didn't really think much about the first season, honestly.
Thinking about it.
I just didn't care. I was like, okay, I liked the first season for what it was. I liked Alpine Online for what it was. And when Sword Art Online 2 came out, I was super hyped. And I love that as well, and I love the feeling of the gun game.
Yeah. Can I
and I like how the only game that was made in America in those three was the gun game.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
That is actually really
It's actually, we thinking like, oh, that's just stereotyping. It would be.
It's very clever, I think.
It's very true, too.
Also the only game that gives people money for playing it.
Yeah.
Because,
screw you, Japan. I'm just kidding, I love you. More anime, please. That's the only one I'm apologizing for.
You've apologized
everybody
for every
knows
single
how
one
much
of them, which
America
shows you're
loves.
wishy-washy.
Wait, no, I haven't. No, not for the Belieber. Screw you, Believers. And what was the other one? Feminazis. Go fuck yourselves.
And every race that you said.
No, I said black, Hispanics, Jews. You can play it again. You guys are okay. I love you. I have nothing against race.
Everybody knows how much America loves to throw their money everywhere, just for the fun of it.
But
so.
I was thinking about it. I like Gun Game. I just don't like the Alfheim storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
I didn't get very.
The Alfheim storylines don't really have that much.
They're not as charming, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which is weird because both the other ones are dark.
It's more of probably the type of story that teenage girls would like that read a lot of fan fiction and stuff like that.
And
Twilight, yeah.
Unicorns and rainbows and princesses.
Hey, unicorns are awesome.
They're really rapey.
But yeah, if any of you have read The Hunt,
wait,
you'll
wait,
know that.
Guys,
Story.
Before we talk anymore, Levi's D&D unicorns are extremely rapey.
Yeah.
And deadly. They will shoot.
What are they, a horse with a dildo on their forehead?
No, there's a bunch of reoccurring jokes in his D&D, like doors that rip off your ass, turtles that bite your ass. There's a lot of ass-related stuff. That's a weird thought.
Yeah.
Levi, I'm pretty sure Levi's trying to come out of the closet, guys. And
I don't think
unicorns.
I've ever been in the closet.
That's a weird way to
Weird
phrase
way
that.
to phrase that, but I think you get what I mean.
Yeah. You go on in. But no, basically unicorns are really powerful in that and have a strange obsession with rape. Like raping specifically. Anyway, and
Ugh.
oh yeah.
Levi?
Connor loves it.
Please,
Because he's a porny.
Bleach my mind?
Yes.
You need a brainwashing.
But yeah, it's obvious we all have pretty different views.
Wait, this is weird. I'm the middle ground on this one.
Yeah. I think usually I'll be the middle ground, but in this instance, Kellen is
It's weird because
more
me and
the middle
Josh agree on a lot of things actually.
So, okay, what about, what was the other one we all said that we have seen? Code Geass?
Yeah.
Yeah, Code Geass. So, who wants to start on this one?
You guys can start. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I will be right back.
Give me a drink too.
Friends and
Can you get me one too?
followers and worshippers. Wait, what do you guys want? Lemonade?
Sure.
I'm not gonna eat your food, but I'm gonna drink your drink.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Okay, so Code Geass.
That song's
right?
about a hooker.
I wasn't paying attention. I was just texting that person I mentioned earlier. So Code Geass?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
What
Do
do
you
you
want to
think
start,
about-
or do you want me to start?
Well, I started with Sword Art Online. I could start again if you want.
Let's switch. Let's do oldest starting first, then youngest. So I guess I'll always be in the middle.
But the youngest is out there.
Yeah. So I guess we'll start with me. When Kellen comes back, we'll do him. Levi 2016. So I really liked Code Geass. Actually, I loved it. It's one of my favorite animes at this point. It has so many brain twisting things, especially at the end. I won't give any spoilers, but the ending's fantastic. You should watch that show. I was definitely not a huge fan of the art style. I hate the super tall, skinny look of that show. But I got over it within, I don't know, 10 episodes. But yeah, I really loved the feel of the show, and I just loved Lelouch. Just the way he's portrayed and the way he thinks is just so amazing. I love to just.
Did you,
I love the chess thing too.
Did you watch it subbed or dubbed?
I watched both actually.
Both?
Yeah.
Would you agree that the Japanese voice actor for Lelouch is ridiculous, like redonkulous, like about as hammy as it gets?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that was. That was me trying to be Lelouch and failing.
I like the English Lelouch voice actor. I
Johnny
know
Bosch.
lots of people would fall in love with his voice.
Johnny Young Bosch.
If that's his name, I'm not sure.
Yeah. He's also
I
the
love
voice of
his
Vash the
voice
Stampede.
acting for Lelouch.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite voice actors is the guy who did Kirito from Sword Art Online. He also voice acted
Thank you.
My favorite is the guy who
a
does
guy
like,
from a short Pokemon
I'm
series.
talking. But no, my favorite's probably the guy who voice acts like Soul from Soul Eater and Ichigo from Bleach.
Yeah.
In the American dubs, that is. Or English.
But so you liked it all the way through?
Oh yeah. I don't think I have. It's been a while since I've watched it. But from
Same.
what I can remember, I don't think I really had anything that I generally didn't like about the show, except for the art style. I did get kind of annoyed with, what's his face? There was a girl in the show that kind of annoyed me at some points.
And yet you said, "What's his face?"
Well,
Are you
at
talking
that
about
point,
Nina?
I was thinking of, yeah.
Nina.
Mm-hmm.
The one
Oh
who
my
does
god, you guys
that shit
remember?
insane.
Yeah, you guys remember the scene when she like won?
And I was actually thinking of the other guy with the eye ability when I said, what?
Oh,
what's-
the time freeze.
What's his face?
Rollo?
Yeah, he annoyed the crap out of me. Not because he wasn't a good character or anything.
I
it's
love this
because
character.
he was such a nuisance
Yeah,
to Lelouch.
or one.
Like I love
Hey,
him
can I
as a
point
bad
out-
guy,
Yeah,
but he just angered me so much.
and especially when he did that really.
I
big
loved him, but I
event.
hated him. It was kind of like a Joker type deal.
You guys remember that really big event that he caused?
No, actually, it's been a while.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, you know, screw it.
Don't-
Spoiler warning.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, that Lelouch caused.
Before
No,
somebody
spoiler
spits
warning.
something out, we're gonna give a fair warning to spoilers for people who want to watch Code Geass or haven't watched
So
it
many
yet.
spoiler warnings. Basically, can't forget his name. I liked his name, but the guy who can freeze time.
Yeah.
Can't think of his name.
Rollo.
Yeah, Rollo.
Yeah,
That's because he always reminds me of the chocolate.
Rollo.
Do a barrel Rollo.
Do a barrel
That's
roll.
really dumb. But no,
I'm so
That's gotta be
sorry.
one of
he
our
kills. I think it's Cheryl. Is that her name?
Shell Teaks.
Oh no, the redhead girl.
Oh, Kellen.
Hated that
No.
scene.
No?
For anybody
no,
who's watched
the one from the school.
Code Geass,
The girl who.
I'm
I
sure
remember
you
a redhead
empathize
from the
with me on
school.
that
I remember a
scene.
blonde chick from the school.
No, what's her name? You know the redhead I'm talking about. The one he loved, like falls in love with, and wrote.
You're not talking about Lelouch, are you? Falling in love?
Yeah.
Oh, that. Okay. At first I thought you were talking about the pink-haired girl.
Mm.
And I'm like, that's Lelouch's sister?
No. The one from his school, who he falls in love with and erases her memory at that one point.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that. I
Uh,
don't remember a lot of things.
But Rollo kills her
Mhm.
because he's quote unquote protecting Lelouch.
Oh, I remember that. I still don't remember who you're talking about, but I do remember a scene.
She's
like that.
Yeah.
She's honestly sort of a forgettable character. Pretty much the only reason that you like her is because Lelouch likes her.
Yeah.
Well, for me at least.
By the way, can I point out she is the only person who has broken a Geass.
Mm.
She broke a Geass all on her own.
That's
Like-
impressive.
And it was from, God King himself. Broke it from remembering.
Wow.
Oh, now I remember the scene where she died. Where he was trying to keep
Yeah.
on using his sight to make her come back to life or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, that was
Basically-
so sad. Although, when the princess died, that was still sadder in my opinion.
So, Josh, have you already gone on it?
No, I was gonna go last since I went first last time.
Basically, I love, again, like Levi, there's no part of Code Geass I don't like. Even the crazy ass chick Nina, I like her. Because she's crazy as crap.
Yandere.
She's not.
Kellen likes Yandere.
I know.
No,
And
like that
fuzzies.
one scene when the princess dies and her face, I was like, oh god.
Yeah, her eyes were about to pop out of her skull.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Wait, what's the other guy's name? Prince guy.
Suzaku.
Yeah, I forgot to mention him. I really love him too.
Yeah.
I thought he was an awesome character.
Dude.
Probably not quite as much as Lelouch, but he was still a really good
Basically,
character.
the show is the BioShock Infinite of anime.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I really like the show. Like Levi, I do not like the art style one
the art
bit.
style's
The
not
art
the best.
style is, it's probably one of my least favorite art styles that I've ever seen in an anime.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
I hate it. I can't stand it. And I think part of it is the shininess of it all. I don't
You
like...
have a problem with shininess. You do not like shiny things.
He likes the drawn style.
Yeah.
He likes Trigun, Cowboy Bebop.
Actually, I'm not the biggest fan of Trigun, but I love Cowboy Bebop.
Oh my God, Trigun. I love Trigun, by the way.
Oh,
just 'cause
fun
it's
fact,
ridiculous.
the voice of Lelouch, Johnny Young Bosch, played
Safety.
Vash the Stampede.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah,
In Japanese or English?
English.
safety.
Why?
He farted. Anyway,
Laugh though.
Wait, no. You guys want to hear? This is my second.
Okay, let's not
voice.
break their eardrums.
well,
Sorry,
well,
I'm not gonna get
Levi,
loud.
you don't have to touch the doorknob if you say safety.
Oh.
That's the whole
I have
Well, I
to,
don't know the rules.
I have to pause. My voice it's a bit of a old Joker-y voice, but I call it my zombie voice because I did it for a role play with this guy named Zombie, and he's really nice, but he's like, "Hello there. How about we have a little bit of fun?"
I can actually do the Joker voice.
Yeah, he can,
Oh,
but
he can, yes.
but that is Zombie, and if that
Hello, Gotham. Joker's back in town.
imagine those two characters teamed up.
Oh,
you
that
have-
would be wonderful.
You guys should, if anybody needs someone to voice act Joker, you should hire him.
That would be very fun.
And if anybody needs one that's not
Actually, my
Tiny
favorite,
Brand-
this little tiny tangent, but I think my favorite quote from the Mark Hamill Joker, actually any Joker ever,
Actually,
is...
thinking about it, we're done with anime, aren't we? We can move on to other.
Oh, well, I didn't actually
Oh,
really explain
finish then.
my Code Geass thing. We'll move on to other after this. But, my thing about Code Geass is I despise the animation style, and the thing is, it's not just the long arms and legs, because that, I mean, if
At
you
least
watch
it's not
Cowboy
Sailor
Bebop...
Moon.
Well, what I was about to
Oh.
say is, with Cowboy Bebop, you know, Spike Spiegel is,
Unproportionate.
you know, is really, really tall and lanky, but it works for him.
I like the
The-
way he hunches over and puts his hand in his pocket.
Yeah. I think
I
that,
love how just he's a great fighter, but he's really lazy about the way he fights.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I love him. I don't even like the anime that much. Like I can never get into it. I don't.
Mhm.
I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
I think it's good anime. I just don't watch it.
Yeah.
But I love him as a character.
Yeah,
'Cause
he's awesome.
He's just like, fine, let's fight.
Yeah.
But he's not quite like Naruto. What a drag. That guy.
But the thing is, you know, I think
I think that guy's name is Shikamaru.
I think the part
Yeah.
that I don't like is that everybody is super tall. Because the thing about Spike is, he is a super tall person in a show. You know, not everybody is as tall as Spike Spiegel. Not everyone is as lanky as Spike Spiegel. You know, and I think part of it, my main problem with the animation, other than just how
You can, by the way,
damn shiny and plastic it looks.
by the way, guys,
is-
you can respect the anime. It has a corgi.
Yes.
As what?
You can respect Cowboy Bebop because it has a corgi in it.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you don't like it, you respect it for that corgi. You better respect that corgi.
I love Ein. I'm allergic to dogs other than poodle breeds, but I want a corgi someday.
Just get a hypoallergenic one.
Yeah, I'll just get a corgi poo.
Levi, you remember this voice
Insert
from that
picture of a
zombie?
corgi poo.
We
please.
just got 2
Corgi
bunnies
poop?
at my house.
corgi poo.
They're adorable.
He's-
I love bunnies.
Yeah, he
so
got
much.
bunnies. Bunnies actually are really bad things to have in captivity because they die a lot faster.
Yeah.
But
And they get really sick all the time.
But I want a ferret.
I want.
That's my dream pet. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted a ferret. But my mom and dad were like, "No, you can't have a ferret. You can't have a ferret. You can't have a ferret."
I want.
But
I want.
They smell like ammonia.
when I'm
you
an
know.
adult, I'm gonna get myself a ferret, and it's gonna be cool.
I want. I
Yeah,
want.
your house is gonna smell like ammonia.
Yeah.
I want to get a snow
gonna be worth
leopard
it.
trained like an attack dog. Because imagine that. Imagine if the police force used like snow leopards instead of like dogs.
Have you seen Jurassic World?
That's bad.
I want a raptor.
There's a reason. You can't train a cat.
Yeah, you can.
Well, you can, but it's not nearly as effective as training a dog. You know, a large cat, you can train it, but
You can't train it as well.
you can't train it to the point where it's just not going to, you know.
I don't know,
It's-
I could rant about dogs. I want
Yeah.
a German Shepherd named Sarge,
You know what I think is weird?
and I want him to talk
Is
on
that
this.
it
What the
seems
hell
like
is a
dogs
puma?
are smarter because you can like train them and stuff, and they can like actually understand.
Well,
what
what
you're
most
saying.
people say
Cats
is that
just don't
cats,
give a shit.
cats
There's
are
dogs
so
also
smart that
aren't
you can't.
trusted to run around.
Yeah.
Because they're stupid.
Oh yeah, dogs are not as smart as cats. That's not actually.
Cats, I would say cats are too smart.
Yeah, they're so smart that they know that they don't
They
have
have
to do
transcended
anything.
beyond us. If you
But-
think about it, the whole thing about pharaohs, you know, cats becoming gods,
Mm-hmm.
they're pretty much treated like that most of the time nowadays. Cats will get like
There's
anything they want just by being like, you know what, I'm not gonna let you pet me.
I just actually watched an episode of Futurama about that actually pretty much blew my mind. Basically, in the episode, how they explained it is that cats are an alien species that are just on Earth to like. I won't get too into it because it's
so
kinda
the
stupid.
feline version
But
of
they
Good
come
Boy.
to Earth and yeah, they get worshipped, and they're trying to make these pyramids as kind of like beacons to their home planet.
So basically,
But that's where the Transformers hid their sun-destroying beam.
we do not talk
No,
about
that's what the
Revenge
cats
of the
did.
Fallen. We don't want to remember
Do you
the
guys
robot
remember-
with the testicles.
Yeah, you remember that scrotum
Oh
bot?
my gosh.
Anyway,
Scrotum
that
bot,
was child
roll
porn.
out
okay, I'm gonna finish up.
and see a doctor about it.
I'm gonna finish up Code Geass here. The main part that I didn't like about the art style is how sharp everyone's chins were. It
Oh
looked
my
like you
gosh,
could
yeah.
crack diamond with those chins.
That's... Damn. You
Here
can crack a
comes the
diamond?
crimson
Actually,
chin.
that's not that impressive. You can crack diamonds real easily.
Dude,
Right,
you know what
Kellen?
I'm saying.
Come. Here
As far as
comes
the story,
crimson chin.
as far as this story goes, I liked the first season a lot. I felt it was really, really
Here
fresh,
comes
really,
the
really
Geass.
intelligent. The second season, I feel, took a dip in quality, and they went to this kind of, you know, oh yeah, this happened, you know, without really,
Yeah.
without really having any logic behind it,
That
where they just
explanation.
kinda-
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
you know. But then again, the ending of the series is one of the best that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
Although,
it's the Bioshock Infinite.
yes,
of the internet.
however, the scenes leading up to that ending are some of the most just the worst bullshit that I've seen in anime as far as explanation. It's just Deus Ex Machina at its finest,
Right. Yeah.
you know?
Anyway,
Because I told you so.
by the way, anyway, so that wraps up our anime section. But before we do that, let's have Crimson Chin. Here comes the Geass Chin. Anyway, on to our...
Yeah, you said add that in there. Okay.
He liked it. He
That's
liked it.
amazing. I had
So
to
did
think
your
about
mama.
that for a second.
What?
Oh.
Another one for the counter. Anyway, so on to our Mystic section. We talk about video games and just miscellaneous nerd stuff. Miscellaneous, if you will. Who wants to go first?
Discalaneous.
Actually, no.
Speaking of
Because video
miss
games.
and miss, screw it. Okay,
Transition, guys. Great job.
in anime, when they're talking about herbs, it always annoys me that they say herb.
I always think of just like a reporter from BBC.
I'm like, no, it's an herb, not a herb. They're like, can you go fetch me some herbs? I'm like, screw you. Fetch your own herbs.
They're talking. They're talking about some reporter from BBC. Go get Herb.
Herbert, get over here.
Anyway,
Herb gathered some herbs.
I'm pretty sure every anime says herbs.
at some point, that word is in every
Yeah.
anime.
It's like the yell.
Oh, the Wilhelm scream?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
That was actually decent. It wasn't good.
I was trying to
cousin can
mimic
do it.
his. Not the.
My cousin can do it actually really well. My little cousin. By the way, if you guys are coming to my graduation party tomorrow, you will meet this kid. But anyway. Okay.
Yeah, guys, if you're going to his graduation party tomorrow, you'll meet this kid. It'll be great.
Yeah. Let me give you guys all the address if you want to come.
Yeah,
Here's the funniest thing. This is gonna air
after it.
way after it, because
So
this is gonna
matter.
take a
Probably-
long
actually, no,
time to edit.
Not really. Bo can get through it pretty easily. He'll probably get done like by the time we're recording the next one.
Yeah,
I
but
think
still,
we should try to do a 3-hour limit on these.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But
1
anyway,
hour for
but
the
let's
initial
just-
introduction and everything. 1 hour for the video games and anime, and then 1 hour
So-
for the other.
what?
I
Okay,
feel like we
so
should do like an hour for.
I mean, hour for video games, hour for anime,
Yeah.
hour for other.
okay, so
Got that down.
anyway,
Glad you got to listen.
So like
aren't ya?
3:30 will actually probably be a pretty good time then. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, but this one will probably be shorter since we're already moving on.
Got it.
anyway, so
He's impatient as fuck.
that's what happens when you spend an entire
Anyway.
podcast trying to butt in.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
like,
Levi
seriously,
goes
this should be
first.
a-
We're gonna start where we ended. Levi, what's your other? Your miscellaneous.
My miscellaneous.
Yep.
Just any nerd thing.
Is that your answer? Anything nerd related?
No, I think my miscellaneous would be Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls.
Yeah, Gravity.
Gravy Falls.
I haven't seen that. I've heard really,
It's
really good
great.
things, and my voice just
It's
cracked
such-
really badly.
It is also. It's the Bioshock Infinite / Code Geass of cartoons.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Actually, not really. It doesn't really have a big tie-in. It's just, it's like, I don't know if you watch Adventure Time. It's got a bunch of silly episodes, but there's an underlying storyline.
Mhm.
Except the underlying storyline becomes way more prevalent.
It's kind of adventure timey, as in like
Yeah.
how the backstory is all super serious, while it's kind of a kiddie show.
Yeah, I've heard it's
Except
really good.
it actually goes into the kind of gritty later in the show, especially in the last 2 episodes.
Basically-
I actually haven't seen the very last episode.
Basically,
yet.
the show is. I have, by the way. Basically, spoilers.
No.
Basically, the show is. It's probably the last good kid show.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was a fake spoiler warning.
No, the spoilers was just
No.
me trying to.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, because I haven't seen the last episode.
okay. I got confused for a second.
Bo, whenever we do a spoiler warning thing, you just need to put on the top of the screen in red letter spoiler warning, so people can just mute, and then put it away when the spoilers are gone.
That's the nice thing about a podcast. Unless you put in specific clips, you can just kind of mute it for a little bit and then turn on the volume later.
Yeah.
As opposed to other videos where you have to actually actively leave your screen.
I'm glad we're not live streaming this either, because we'd have to have a live editor, and that's gotta suck. Anyway, so.
I feel sorry for those people who have to bleep out bad words on live television.
We're not bleeping out anything.
Oh yeah, I know
Fuck, shit, cunt, bitch.
that. Fucking shit.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck. I don't fucking care any fucking time to say the fucking word fuck. That's a Cartman reference. Anyway,
You didn't do it quite right, but
it's something like that.
no, it's like you don't say that in class. Why not?
What the fuck that? Fuckity, fuck. I don't fucking care. Anyway, so Josh, what's your random nerdy thing?
Random nerdy thing. Give me a minute. Let me think about this.
The next issue of DC Comics Batman number 65 came out today. I'm really excited. I actually don't know if that's true. I'm a Marvel guy, but I don't do comics.
I'm
oh.
the clean mouth of the podcast.
Clean mouth. Oh.
Yeah.
You won't
Yeah.
hear me swearing.
Ah, shit.
It's so funny though because as far as he's the precious
Precious
more-
little Christian boy.
well I'm Christian but
Yeah, but you're not a precious little Christian boy. You're a fucked up Christian boy.
I'm
Jesus
the
fucked you in the ass.
Oh, dude. So much
That-
hate going for you.
that
You've literally offended everybody.
that hurt
All
me.
Christians.
Like that hurt my
The
soul.
Christian
a little
hate's
bit.
coming
Hey,
for
hey,
you.
Muslims. Okay. You guys are okay.
Kellen,
Actually,
Kellen.
I'd be surprised if you guys are like listening to this because there's a whole.
Kellen.
Well, I guess American Muslims. and
Kellen,
shit.
I know
Kellen?
it seems like I don't like you.
But I don't like you.
Kellen,
I get it.
Kellen, just. Shh. Anyway, I think as far as
Sorry,
what?
ignore that.
Okay.
I would make a child-friendly podcast, but I can't really do it with these guys.
Okay, that's okay. That's actually pretty fun.
I can't censor them.
Um.
It's not in my power.
Anyway, I think my other would be oh yes, of course. The Iron Giant. I am
Good.
going to be watching the
Good one.
signature edition of the Iron Giant. Have you heard about that?
What?
They re-released the Iron Giant with updated visuals
Oh.
and
Wait, really?
Oh yeah, I did hear
yeah,
about that.
and they
Oh my
added 2
God,
extra
yes.
scenes that were originally going to be in the movie, but were cut for strictly budgetary reasons. Like, you know how there's always those scenes where it's like, oh yeah, this
Yeah.
helps pacing, let's take this out. But then there's a couple
Yeah.
where it would be better if they were in, but they just did not
That makes
have the
me
money
really
to
happy. I
animate
love
it.
the Iron Giant.
Yeah, it's actually been okay. So my girlfriend has not seen it, and
Ugh.
any Iron Giant. So I have it. It's still
Wait, you say
sealed.
any? You say it's like there's a lot of them.
Well,
Any of the.
she has not seen any Iron Giant at all.
Mhm.
Period. She has not seen the movie in any way, shape, or form. And I bought the DVD a couple
Why does
months
Vin
ago.
Diesel get paid so much in lines where he doesn't actually say that much?
I know, right?
Iron Giant,
So
yeah,
random,
it's the
Kellen.
galaxy.
Rude.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, we always interrupt Josh. Mainly Kellen.
Yeah, fuck off, Josh. Stop stepping on my toes while I'm stepping on yours.
Actually, okay, it'd be interesting to see if there was a counter to see how many times I try to go, but you guys are going, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'm just like,
I am a
Oh,
loud
I
person.
feel bad, but I would kind of want to ask
The
our
point
editor
is-
to put in a interrupt counter.
Yeah.
But
I
now
say-
you would have to go all the way back to the last of the video.
Yeah.
What we need to
Actually,
do is write
we
ahead of
we
time,
s-
I
we
think.
say this like it's a bad thing for Josh, but Josh would rant forever
That
if
is
we
true.
didn't interrupt
Josh
him.
could have his own podcast.
The problem is that never mind.
Except
Point
he
is-
feeds off others
Yeah.
to do
Okay.
rants.
The
He feeds off them like a parasite.
We're just kind of here to support his ranting.
anyway, the thing is, I bought it in I think I want
That
to
was me.
say like April, early April, and we just haven't gotten the time to watch it. But I'm saving that for when I can show it to her,
Feed the whole thing.
because then there'll be something new for the both of us. Because there's new scenes that I have never seen, and then she hasn't seen any of it at all. So. But yeah, it looks amazing, and The Iron Giant is probably my favorite animated film, American, Japanese, whatever, period, and probably one of my top 5 favorite films, period, of all time, regardless of, medium. So yeah,
Yeah.
The Iron
Oh.
Giant's awesome.
Oh. So on mine.
I completely agree.
Also, it's one of those
yeah.
movies that can actually bring me to tears.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, by the way, point back on Cookie Ass. I cried so many times at that thing.
I
I
like how we're
actually
supposed to go in
didn't,
like order of
yeah, I
age,
don't know
but
why.
every time it goes Josh, you, me.
You went first, dumbass.
No, and like when we start with Josh first.
No, we're doing
Maybe
it
we
like we
start
did
with
in the
Josh.
beginning, because I started with you, then went to me.
Your
Why would-
other was first.
Why would it start with me though?
No, in the beginning
Oh yeah,
of the
'cause
podcast.
for this one it started with me, but I'm talking
And in
about
the beginning,
last
too.
ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
It started with Josh.
Yeah, one's messed
And
up.
then me.
Anyway, well, it's for the at least for the SAO one, it's because he liked little of it. I liked half of it. You like all of it.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Anyways.
what's my other? I had one planned, but I can't think of it. Huh. Neither of these guys have seen it, so I won't do any sort of spoilers. Batman v Superman. Quite mediocre.
Yeah, that's pretty much
I
all
heard
I've
that.
heard about it. Is
Honestly, I don't
it was under what they
care
were
about
expected.
spoilers for this one because
Eh.
I've heard it's. I had very low expectations to begin with. However, what I've
Wait,
heard
did you
is
like
that Batfleck, even though everyone was saying, "Oh, Ben Affleck's gonna suck,"
I
heard that
did like him.
I heard that he
played
did
a-
fantastic Bruce and fantastic Batman. Because
He-
being an actor as
Yeah.
Batman, you have to do both,
Yeah.
which is really difficult.
He played great, and he was a dark Batman. He killed people.
Whoa.
And- no, he literally you never actually see.
Man, DC's just
They-
totally
no,
screwing
okay.
with all those.
There's tons of universes where Batman's violent because they have multi-dimensional. I guess they both.
But
do,
I mean, the whole Superman
Yeah.
snapping that guy's neck
Yeah.
thing.
No, that's
I
the
know
point.
there's
This
a lot of
this
hate on
whole
that.
storyline they're going with is gritty and dark. But
yeah,
yeah.
I've noticed
But,
they're
no.
trying to Dark Knight it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, because did you like the Dark Knight suit, the Christopher Nolan?
Oh yeah.
This will be about half that. It wasn't quite as well written. The acting was all great.
Actually, that's a great discussion topic.
Dark
I
Knight?
because I actually have I loved Batman Begins.
Wait, pause.
Mhm.
By the way, I just pointing this out as another thing about Batman. There is a steampunk Batman series called Batman by Lantern Light or something like
Oh
that.
my God.
Fantastic. Never seen it, but it's great.
Skies.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, yeah, I loved Batman Begins.
I liked the Christopher Nolan series. I liked Bane.
I liked the Dark Knight. That's where it usually becomes like,
What?
you know, when I say that I only liked the Dark Knight. And
Oh, it's not
I'm not a huge fan of that portrayal of the Joker, but then again, I love the Mark Hamill one more than anything else. So
I liked the animated series, not the older, but the newer one where he had like dreads.
the Batman.
Yeah.
My favorite was
He's
the,
not. I like him just because he was. There was actually a scene in that one where the Joker wasn't smiling, because he's trapped with one of the guys, who says something to make him laugh. He's like, "Stop it!"
There are plenty of
he's
scenes
stupid.
in the '90s animated series where he's not smiling.
But no, the point of him is he's full on. That. Also, they point out like later, this Joker's not wearing makeup. He's like deformed. But yeah, plus he was like weird and like kind of juggalo looking.
Yeah.
But he was also like super athletic, and I kind of liked him.
Oh, good news, guys! I got another update on the story.
Let us listen.
Okay. Also, Fourier's brother died, and Baby Teeth thought it was his fault, and it was technically his fault that Fourier's ended up in the void. So he's really sad, and Fourier's may or may not be texting Baby Teeth and Edgy somehow, but it might be Gaster tricking them.
Can you screen cap that so we can put it like so they can read along when you're doing that?
Oh yeah, sure. Let me just take some screenshots here.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Oh, and I did not like the Dark Knight Returns. What is it?
the newest one.
What was it? The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't like that one
I don't
very
remember.
much.
But I don't know. I liked it.
I just felt it went way too long.
Okay.
And-
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I just like Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I like Tom Hardy as an actor.
Yeah.
I just didn't like him as Bane.
I liked him as Bane. Well, can I point something I just realized? Bane's coat is the exact same as Elder Maxon's battle coat.
Huh. Never noticed
I
that.
never thought about that, but I liked the different Bane where he wasn't racist like the racist buff luchadora. Man, I like different depictions of heroes.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, speaking of Tom Hardy, I guess we can talk about this since we're in the other section. Mad Max, fantastic.
yeah,
It's
I liked
Fallout, but without a little bit less of the storytelling and just tons of cars with spikes on them.
it. It's funny though because
It's like
if you,
a Dude Bros version of Fallout.
Well, it's funny because now that you mention it, I actually, if I was to compare any game to Mad Max, and keep in mind it would be comparing the game to Mad Max rather than the
Mad Max game.
well, yeah.
I'd say Rage.
Well, actually, it's funny
Oh, I
because
actually really
even though
loved
the
Rage.
setting is different, If I was to compare anything to Mad Max, it would actually be Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if
Actually-
Borderlands took place in a desert. You got Mad Max right there.
I guess they do have some deserty parts, but yeah.
Well, minus all the sci-fi stuff.
Yeah. With the psychos being
Have you
more.
ever played Rage?
No, but I just need to say this quote.
You're gonna be my new meat bicycle.
Oh,
What does that mean?
Meat bicycle. That's my favorite quote from Borderlands.
I am the conductor of the poop train.
That too. I just
I'm
like
going
that
to
character.
do jumping jacks in the chalk of your rib cage.
Boom. And his little brother, Bume.
Yeah.
Or the
But you need to play Rage because that game is.
isn't it
Probably
made by
a little
It's
Gearbox?
all the rage.
It's all the Rage.
Isn't
yeah.
it made by the Borderlands
I mean,
guys?
it doesn't. I don't think it really has a lot of replay value.
Isn't it made
but-
by the Borderlands guys or
No.
Who makes it?
No. Borderlands, as far as
who
I
makes
know.
Rage?
I don't know.
Looking
Tell
it
us
up.
in the comments.
Or he can look it up. Don't tell us. You,
us in
the
comments. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
You won't. No balls and or ovaries and or whatever you have. Gender is
As far as I
nowadays
know,
gender's
2K
more like a
pretty much-
spectrum.
I forgot
Boobs.
that was.
2K pretty much only
Boobs
does like
Mackenzie and
that
Ballsack
weird
McGee.
art style, and I love Borderlands, and I love the art style. but-
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
It's where you're just like selling stuff.
Borderlands.
You just like it's just a merchant game.
Mm.
But no, it's called cell shading, by the way.
Cell shit.
Yeah, and you know why that's
Never
called
heard of
cell
that,
shading?
actually.
Because of old school cell animation.
Dude, cell shading is great. Like if you play. By the way, I guess we're talking about video games in the mix section because it's MISC.
ID Software.
Oh,
Or id Software.
yeah. What else do
okay.
they make?
Not sure.
I don't remember.
Looking it up.
But basically, freaking
I know they make some other games I like.
Telltale Games are probably one of the best
I love those guys.
storytellers
Mhm.
in gaming right now.
Except that I've heard really bad things about the Minecraft story mode. But then again, look at what they were going off of.
It's
Yeah.
actually not that bad. The
No?
first few episodes, I've been watching somebody play through it. Not that bad. I mean, it's definitely oriented towards children, and it's very
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Have
Which
either
is
of you
weird.
guys played Undertale?
Yeah.
Oh, ID
Okay.
Software.
Pause. I was gonna say about this about Minecraft. They still market Minecraft to kids when pretty much most people who play Minecraft are older.
Mm-hmm.
I
Has
say
anybody seen Super Minecraft Kid?
no.
No.
Is he a squeaker?
He is the king of squeakers.
Wait, they have a democracy. They're evolving. They're
That would
becoming
be-
civilized.
That wouldn't be
I don't
democracy,
think
dumbass. That'd be
a
a
democracy
monarchy.
would have a king.
Nope, they have a democracy, but they just call the president the king because they're idiots and they're squeakers.
Prepare to be totally just.
Oh, so do you
Nag.
guys
Oh,
want to
yeah,
know?
guys. By the way, squeakers.
What?
Go fuck yourself.
democracy doesn't have a king. Oh.
Squeakers.
Can-
Go fuck
can-
yourselves too. I hate you.
Can I?
So basically, you're saying
Anyone under the age of 12.
anybody under the age of 12, Kellen hates you.
Okay, so
Kellen hates everybody.
Now,
Um,
I only hate these groups. Like I said, if you're any race or anything, don't care.
Kellen,
Interrupt
you realize,
counter increased.
Kellen, you realize the more you say that, the more people are gonna think that it's not true.
Exactly.
You can believe whatever the fuck you want, and if you believe what you want about me being racist, I hate you.
This is you realize this is our first ever podcast. This is a great way to start.
I'm going to be classified as who I am.
I
The
don't know.
asshole.
I don't know what I'd be
Say that
classified as at this point. I
The
think
guy who makes your mom jokes and then we have a counter about it.
So the middle schooler?
I guess that works.
I mean, he does. Levi, wait. I hate your body because
for
you
the
look
first-
like a 12-year-old.
For the I hate your body.
Okay.
For the first time, I was talking to this person, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm 18." He's like, "Really? You look like you're 21." I was like, "Holy crap!"
Okay.
Oh,
so,
yeah. The funny thing about Josh thinking I was older is I had a friend named Todd who graduated last year from high school.
Okay,
He
so
was wondering why I wasn't at the graduation ceremony because he thought I was a senior.
ID Software or id Software. I'm not sure if it's ID or if it's id, because it isn't capitalized.
don't twerk in here.
Kellen
Not
just
allowed.
twerked
my
at
room.
me.
I was just bending over to pick up my phone.
Yeah, and then you decided to twerk while bending over.
I was just using my
Anyway,
with my ass cheeks, apparently.
God damn it, Kellen. Anyway,
I'm gonna be the most hated.
yes, you will.
Okay.
Love you,
Um,
unless I
ID
hate
Software.
you.
They made Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein.
God, why did we not recognize that?
I guess
Oh my gosh.
Bethesda was the publisher of those games, not the
Yeah.
actual creators.
No, only with the new Doom.
No, they made Doom 2016. They made Quake 1996. They made
Really?
Doom 3 2004. They made
Huh.
You know what,
Doom
Kellen?
2 1994.
I can only imagine what people think I look like now because of you.
He is a...
Like,
He basically...
I'm short, but
I'm not short.
I don't-
I'm fun sized.
I don't look like a little kid.
Basically,
like my face.
he is Edward Elrich.
Yeah.
Elric.
What?
Elrich.
Eldritch. He is a dark
Have you
god.
ever watched it in English?
Sorry. I was
Okay,
thinking of
I know I
Cthulhu,
said in the
my
comment
Lord
section,
and Destroyer.
don't bug us
Cthulhu.
about how we say things, but we can bug each other.
My
It's-
Lord and Destroyer.
It's kind of
Cthulhu
unfair
is
for you
an
guys,
Eldritch.
but
It's
sorry. Life's
dude,
unfair.
dude. You realize that there's absolutely no point in setting rules for the comments section. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
We
By
get
the way,
comments.
if you're listening still, the guy who said first but wasn't first, I hate you. And the guy who said first and was first, I hate you, medium.
I hate you, medium.
I hate you
That's
slightly.
a quote. That's another quote for us.
Kellen,
you know?
2016. I hate you, medium.
Mediumly,
What was your quote?
averagely.
What was your quote?
I have hate you.
I don't remember.
Hate
You know, I'm sure he'll put it in the video.
right
at,
now.
At the end of the video, let's just put all the Kellen
Get your hands off
2016,
me.
Levi 2016.
Anyway, where were we? We completely derailed the conversation.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
We're
was
just
just
talking
busy
about
trying to
ass
set
and
up our
titties.
comment
Ass,
section.
ass and titties. And titties. Ass and titties.
You know, I was gonna.
What
I
are
was gonna-
nerdy things?
I was gonna tell my
Uh,
friends to watch this video, but with you being a part of it, I'm not sure if I want to.
Josh cursed a lot too. Shut up.
I'm not talking about just cursing.
You guys all talked about dirty things. Ass and titties.
That right there.
That's the one thing that spoiled it out of this whole thing.
No, but it helped.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Star Wars, it's good. I'm not a big fan of the movies. I'm a fan of the universe outside of the movies.
Ooh,
Except Disney. I really like
speaking of Star Wars, Star Trek, they are continuing that show. So
Disney. Great jump.
all you Trekkies, they're gonna be.
I hate you. No, I'm kidding.
They're gonna be.
I love Next Generation.
Yeah.
I'm next. I like Picard.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Kirk.
They are continuing the show.
Con!
Only, of course, they'll be with new.
Oh, by the way, okay. Speaking of Star Trek, and kind of jumping back to the anime section. So, I learned a while ago, Vic Mignogna, the guy who
I love
voiced Edward Elric,
Mhm.
plays
I know
in one of
Elrich,
the.
guys. Edward Elrich.
There,
Edward Elric.
there isn't even there isn't even an H at the end. It's not even a spelling issue.
Edward Elrich. He is a Eldritch. Sorry. He is related to Cthulhu. He's an Eldritch god.
Okay.
Okay,
Well-
what about Vic Mignogna?
He also plays
H.P. Lovecraft.
in, well, one of the Star Trek shows.
Star Trek continues.
Yes.
Wow.
It's actually it's a fan-made Star Trek show, but it's really good. I've watched a few episodes of it. Vic Mignogna plays Kirk, and it's so
Vic
entertaining.
Mignogna.
Vic Mignogna.
Vic Mignogna.
He plays
It
Kirk,
sounds like
and
a
it's
Vegas
really-
entertainer.
it's
My
really-
name is Vic Mignogna.
Hey,
It's really entertaining. I'm
everyone.
sure if you look
Gandalf the Sparkly.
I'm sure if you look up Star Trek Continues online, you can find it on a website. I think you can donate to them to help them because it's really expensive to make those episodes, but they're really entertaining and fun to watch. So I'd recommend going and watching those.
I don't know. Anyway, do we have anything else to talk about? Besides ass and titties.
We're not talking about that.
Okay. I am very tired.
We'll
by
save
the way.
that for your.
D&D.
Yeah, we'll save that for D&D because I'm sure with Connor and Connor's friend being on there. There'll be plenty
Wait,
of...
Connor's friend. Bo? The editor?
Oh, Bo is the other guy?
Oh, Bo. Bo, you can just, like, put...
I'm
pause
sure
the
it's-
video right now and just put paid, like, text that just says, fuck you, Levi.
But I'm sure the podcast will be... Or the podcast... Not podcast, but the D&D will be very pervy, so...
Why?
Because Connor and you.
Wow.
And
My-
Bo's
I
your
ta-
friend. I don't know Bo too well, but
I take
I
my
feel like you'll join in on it.
I take my D&D very seriously. I get immersed.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
No, I do. Connor does.
Oh yeah, I know you totally do, but you definitely have your moments.
By the way, I'd like to point out something to look forward to. Whenever somebody gets a D20 on damage, and it's basically you're instantly gonna kill the thing you're attacking, but their head will explode like the Death Star, ring and all. And if you get a nat 1 on accuracy, it flies off into space at such an angle that it never hits anything for the rest of eternity.
Good to know.
So, I don't do the whole rebound
Well,
thing. Anyway,
I think that
like
about
me?
wraps it up, right? Good first
Oh,
podcast.
wait. I can do that.
What is that called again? Something flea.
Go screw yourselves.
See you
It's the
guys.
Spanish flea.
That's it from us here at
Bye.
Ancient Geek Myths.
We love you.
I don't. I hate several
Except
of
for
you.
Kellen.
Okay.
Me and Josh love you.
See you there.
Penis!
Later.
You're saving it for the end.
Goodbye.